Test, 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 test. Hello, 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 hello. What up, y'all? What's up, Sharon? What's up, Fire? Huffy? What's up, Blurred? How's it going, y'all? Hook me up with some taps on the screen. Let's get this sent out. What up, Chupa? What it do, y'all? How was everybody's Monday? I slept for a quaint 12, 14 hours. Just a nice little nap. What up, Infectious? What am I playing? Do y'all hear anything? I was playing Final Fantasy today. But we're taking a break. Taking a break. Am I part house cat? Some might say that. Some might say that. You were forced to take a break. That's true. How's it going, y'all? Can we get some taps on the screen? Let's get to like 10K really quick. Let's show TikTok that this stream is awesome, so they send it out more. Not much happened in the news today, right? Just a bunch of stuff about last night's shooting. President Trump and First Lady demand ABC fires Jimmy Kimmel over the widow joke. Let's get the phone line popping too. Let's open it up. All right, phone line is on. If you're on YouTube and you want to debate, call the phone number on the screen. I don't think Melania really cares. It's true. I doubt she does. We are drinking coffee right now, y'all. It's still my first pot. Thank y'all for the shares. Can we get some shares up in here? I don't know what kind of punishment I got for all of my insane guests from last night, but I don't think TikTok's stoked about me. I don't think they like my potty mouth. How have debates been going? Are we seeing MAGA coming up and feigning and clutching their pearls? Ooh, people losing confidence in Pete Hegseth. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Yellow.
Peko, how you doing?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
We can talk about ICE and how he made a global headline saying, "Do not come to America illegally because it is not a wise decision." We can talk about what's going on in the oil industry. We can talk about what's going on in the Muslim countries, specifically Iran. We can talk about how America is great because it's a Christian country, and he accepts that. He says that openly, and we'll start with those. We can keep going, but we'll start with those.
Sure. So you enjoy the law enforcement, the ICE thing. You enjoy mass deportation. Can you tell me one positive outcome of mass deportation?
Right. So we can talk about the, let's say, trafficking. I'll just leave it at trafficking in general. Open trafficking. It's a big problem in the United States, correct? Big problem globally. A lot of that has to do with
I think you're
these
mixing up
illegal
mass
immigrants.
deportation. I think you're mixing up mass deportation with closing the border. What does mass deportation do for us?
Right, right. There's a bunch of traffickers that were here illegally, and then we're deporting them.
And what does that do for you?
Right, that makes my country safer. That keeps our children safe. This is actually great,
Can you tell me
tremendous
in what way it makes it
benefit.
safer?
Yeah. So actually, we can talk about the statistics. So, has Trump specifically gone after violent criminals in any way, shape, form, or capacity when it comes to immigration and deportation?
70% of his people that he's arrested are non-criminals.
Right. And over 5% are violent criminals, correct?
And they're being just pulled right out of prisons. They're not walking free.
All of them.
Most of them.
Most of them. Most of that 5.7 or 5%. We'll just call it 5%.
Yeah, we'll say at least 4 comes straight from a prison that were
Okay.
already locked up.
4% of the people that we're deporting are violent criminals.
That were
You
already
agree with
locked up,
that number?
right? So
You
like,
agree with that number?
sure.
Okay. Less than 1% of the United States population are violent criminals. 4% of the illegal migrants that we are deporting are violent criminals.
Let's go over some statistics, all right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. This is from straight from the Customs Border Patrol. And what I have here is there we go. This is all of the crimes that you can say that all of these immigrants have caused since 2017. And when you look at these numbers as a whole, it's pathetic. It's literally nothing. It's not 1%. It's not 5%. It's 0.000000001% of all crime. So if we were to eliminate all of it, starting with mass deportation of undocumented criminals, it would reduce crime by 0%.
Man, I'm feeling real safe now.
You should feel really safe underneath the Trump administration. We're making
How
sure
would
that
I feel
men
any
that
safer?
claim that they are women are out of the military and they don't go unalive themselves and other troops of ours in other countries like they do in the mass pew-pewings here in the United
We are
States.
having mass pew-pewing still in the United States.
So if you deport all of these immigrants, mass shootings would be reduced by 0% once again.
Well, what I mentioned was trans mass pew-pewing.
So
you know that if we were
I said that you
to
should
if we
feel
were to
very
break
Trump.
down mass shootings in America, I promise you that trans people contribute probably less than 1% of that. Would you like to break down mass shootings in America?
You said less than 1%.
Less than 1%.
Okay, let's talk about the churches. Let's talk about the churches in Massachusetts.
Hold on. Let's not skip over. Hey, I'm not kicking goalposts like 100 yards tonight. So go ahead and let's go through mass shootings in America. And we'll pull up the fact that trans people commit less than 1% of that.
I don't think there's a real stat.
The other thing is, I think you're also pointing to trans shooters who are identified as right wing. So the last two that I know of that were mass shooters
is pretty crazy.
Well, that it is sad that you guys have abandoned them and that they don't see it, but they are right wing.
Pick up our scraps and what we abandoned.
Yeah, we protect people that you guys marginalize. Yeah.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. You guys will take any vote anywhere you can get it. And
no, you guys do this thing where like every several years you guys pick a group of people to fucking hate on and then you dehumanize them.
Yeah,
so we go from like
scraps.
No, you just dehumanize a certain group
We
of
don't
people.
need their
Except the
votes.
only group of people that you guys never seem to dehumanize is the white people that are doing all of these things that you're so angry about.
White people have literally propelled the entire globe
Oh,
into the
yeah?
modern day future. Yeah, airplanes,
Mhm.
telephones,
Okay, do you see this
light
guy?
bulbs,
This is one of your mass.
electricity.
You see this guy? This is one of the woman. This is one of your mass shooters. He's got an
You
SS
said
tattoo.
guy. You said guy.
Okay,
Hey, listen, can
do you see this?
Yeah, try.
Do you see this? You see the SS tattoo on their
Yeah,
arm?
I see that guy.
So that's one of y'all. He's seen it multiple rallies with y'all. He's y'all. She's y'all.
He's y'all.
Nice.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm sorry, I keep misgendering.
Caitlyn Jenner actually reposted him multiple times
Yeah.
as somebody that she supports. So it's kind of crazy. And Caitlyn Jenner hangs out with Nancy Mace and all of the Republican Congress people.
Honestly, that second post from him just looks like he hates Israel, which is actually a left wing.
I would actually say that you don't understand anything after just making that asinine statement.
No,
That's a
like
right wing.
Anti-Semite.
Hold on, that's a nobody said anything about Israel except you.
Well, look at the SS.
So where do the Nazis lie on the political spectrum? Is it far right or far left?
I mean, they consider themselves National Socialists.
I'm sorry if you don't understand the propaganda of Nazis, but that is still far right. Who did they ban? They banned the socialists and the communists, right, from the country? They locked them up.
And the Jews, which are very capitalist.
So they weren't left wing; they were right wing.
Well, they didn't like capitalism either.
They were far right
socialism
or capitalism.
They were capitalists. What are you talking about?
They didn't like the Jews because of their capitalists. And
no,
that's not true.
That is not true.
Yes, dude, I feel deeply sorry for you if you don't know about history. The word nationalist is very important when you say national socialist. So this was a movement. Yeah, so that was something that hinted towards right wing. So these were people that started rallies called National Socialist rallies, and it would bring people who might lean left, thinking, "Ooh, socialist," but they were being conned and they were being tricked into a right wing ideology.
Okay, so they were socialists.
They were not socialists.
Into a right wing supposed.
They were not socialist in any means.
I don't think.
Name one policy that was socialist from the Nazis. Go ahead.
Yeah. They. Well, we're talking about. Can we talk about Germany right now? Modern day Germany.
Just go. It's a very specific question that he asked. Go ahead.
Nazi Germany.
I can't name one. You're right.
I know.
So you're talking out. You're being dishonest.
What did he run on? What did he run on, Mustache Man?
He ran on anti-communist, anti-socialist, anti-gay, anti-trans, just like y'all. He started this anti-Jewish movement with mostly conspiracies, just like y'all, about the immigrants and about trans people. It was very similar.
Conspiracies. So you like Israel? You like Israel?
Oh my God. Do you do this all the time? Do you just go back to something because you don't know what you're talking about?
Why don't you like Zionism? And why didn't he like it?
So I don't like Zionism because it creates a hierarchy for a certain type of person, a certain type of religion to be higher than other people. So I don't think that's good.
Why didn't he like it?
He didn't like it because he thought Jewish people stole World War I from Germany because Germany was lying to its people, saying they were winning the war the whole time. And then all of a sudden they found out that, especially Hitler being part of World War I, he found out that they lost the war and he was heartbroken over it. And a rumor started that a Jewish person stabbed somewhere in the higher ranks, stabbed someone in the back and stole the war. And he perpetuated that idea for years and years.
Did he specifically hate Zionism and that the Jewish people had so much power, money, and capital?
So that was what percent of Germany was Jewish?
I'm not sure.
Can you take a swing at it?
Oh, you want to go grab a stat and come back?
Well, we know how good you are at like percentages.
It was like 1%, bro.
Give us something.
It was like 1%.
1%, and they were taking over. Wow.
That's the conspiracy.
It just shows how great Jewish people are.
That's just a conspiracy. They weren't doing anything of the sort. So this was backed by. They were also saying that Jewish people were committing more crime, just like you're talking about immigrants and trans people. You're saying that they commit more crime than they do. This is exact parallel for the Jewish people in Germany.
Wow, what a scary world.
I know.
No,
It's
what's
sad how
scary
far
is that
people can
you
come.
have the same kind of vote that we do. That's scary. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dangerous part.
I
That's what
agree
I'm
that it is
scared
scary that
more
women can
about
vote.
being a woman, is knowing that you vote the same, have the same right to vote as I do. That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary that women have the right
That's
to vote.
fucking, it's scary that you have a right to vote because you obviously are lacking the intelligence to have any kind
Listen,
of conversation.
our country was founded on the fact
yeah.
that women should not be able to vote, and that's why you had to be added into the Constitution.
So we had to fight for our rights.
Yeah, fight for
And
your
you didn't
right.
have to fight for shit? Is that what you're
Listen,
saying?
this country was founded knowing and saying, believing that women do not have the right to vote. And
Yeah, and it
the
also
only
was
reason why Biden was president is because of the woman's vote.
well.
And that's why you were so
I
mad
think.
that Trump is president, is because you had a say in something. And
Can you
didn't
give
have
me
it.
a good reason why today women shouldn't vote? Because all you're doing is pointing to a time in which people were misogynist and extremely racist, and they had slaves. And you're like, I want to think just like that guy.
Yeah, I do. Anyways,
Except those
so-
people also didn't believe that you should have the guns that you have now either. So do you want to go back to that time? Because I'm down for that. If you want to go back to a time where they didn't think you should have the guns
Did they
that you
have the
have.
pew pews that we have now?
No, but I'm saying
Then?
they didn't believe in those.
Did anyone? Did the good? Did the
So you would have
pew-pews
to go
we
back to
have
that. You would have to
now
give up
even
all of that
exist
right
then? What are
now.
you talking about?
You would have to give it up then, because it's not what the
didn't even
founding fathers
exist.
intended,
What are
right?
you talking about? They didn't even exist then.
Exactly.
It was-
So they
Exactly. Neither
wasn't it to
did voting
protect
for
us from
women.
tyranny?
Neither did voting for women. So you would have
Wasn't
to
it
give
meant
that
to
up
protect
too.
us from tyranny?
You would have to give that up too.
so
How can we protect ourselves from tyranny without the
tell
same
me,
weaponry as the
hold
government?
that same idea. Should we be able to bring guns to protests?
Yes.
So you think that Alex Peretti was wrongfully killed?
I think that he should have presented that he had a pew pew. He should have put his hands
What law
up,
is that?
and every single time it's just a known
It's
part
not a
of
law.
society that
No.
when you're directly speaking to an officer of the law and you have a pew pew on you, you present it, you put your hands up, you say, I have a pew pew, and they grab it, they take it, they make sure that it's legal, they run the serial number.
I live in Texas.
they
That's
give it
not how that
back.
works. I live in where do you
That is how it
live?
works. Okay,
Where do you
okay,
live?
So
Where do you live?
if you're asked, oh, do you have a weapon in the vehicle?
That's
What
different.
do you say?
That's different. That's in a traffic stop.
Okay. So if you're in the
When I'm
middle of
walking
an
into Walmart,
altercation,
if I walk into Walmart and I have a concealed carry license, do I have to go up to the officer I'm owing and go, I got a gun? Do you think that would work out
obviously
well?
not. But if
Yeah,
the officer comes up to you and says, "Put your hands up, stop,"
that's not what happened.
and you don't, and you have a pew pew on you,
The officer
yes,
shoved a woman into the
potentially
ice.
detrimental.
The woman
So,
the woman was
I mean,
shoved into
like,
ice.
in theory, he shouldn't have been killed. If I was the ICE officer, I don't think I would have done the same thing. I'll tell you.
That's a pretty pussy way to say that he did the wrong thing.
I wouldn't have done that. Same thing with the.
Do you think that his investigation should have been just shut down like it was?
Yeah. So with pretty and with good, I would not have acted the same way as those agents.
Would you call for an investigation?
I think that we should definitely investigate. Well, we did investigate.
I want to get back to
They were
the.
shut down.
Let's get back to the whole basis of this conversation. You think ICE and mass deportation is doing something to crime rates, and you've got both of these figures completely wrong. Trans people aren't violent, nothing above the norm, right? Same thing with migrants, undocumented migrants. They commit 0% of crime. But you think somehow, just like Hitler convinced the people of Germany that they would be safer if they ejected all the Jews based on high crime rates. They didn't have the internet like they did back then. They didn't like we do now. So if I were in Germany, I'd be showing someone like you, hey, Jewish people don't commit crimes. And you'd be like, oh, whatever. Mass deportation.
Great, dude. Israel's lovely. I love it. Netanyahu deserves the world.
We're not talking about Israel. We're talking about Jewish people.
Why do you keep going back to Israel? Why can't you just stay on the topic?
I mean,
you're just glazing another dictator.
No, the topic is literally deportations in America,
so
not Israel.
Have you
Benjamin?
Have you ever looked at the economic effects of mass deportation?
Yeah, I'm sure that it's not great. Okay, so how much do they provide? How much do illegal immigrants provide in our economy? And
So
then
it's
why
like
can't we use that to deport
it's like
them?
$1 trillion of GDP a year. It's $97 billion worth of taxes. And
Way.
for every 500,000 people you deport, 44,000 US Americans lose their job too.
What? Okay, so listen, if we deport a bunch of illegal immigrants, because there's 7.5 million illegal immigrants working in the blue collar industry in the United States,
What?
we deport all 7.5 million of them.
Yes.
Make sure they can't come back into our blue collar jobs. You
Yeah.
think that the Americans lose jobs?
Yes.
But we don't have to just
What?
feel. We don't
Sorry,
feel
man.
that way. That's what stats actually show.
And so if you own your house, like we deport the people that are working on your houses for cheap, your housing prices go up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just earn capital. You didn't even do anything. You just elected a president, and now your house is worth more. You're welcome.
Okay.
People can't even afford
that doesn't happen in a
houses.
vacuum. That doesn't happen in a vacuum. So not only does your house go up in price, but the people looking for houses are now priced out of the house you were formerly looking at. The people that were building that house are also not going to go to the gas station or the subway and buy goods and services from local people, and that is a loss in economic movement, and it creates a huge windfall of bad things. And I can go over the list with you, but you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't care.
Listen, the problem is that they were here in the first place, and they drove prices down in the first place. If every single American citizen, if every single person inside the United States of America was making a livable wage,
Which
then we
side
wouldn't
is
have to
fighting?
worry about the prices of the houses.
Which side
We wouldn't have
fights
to
for
worry about the
people to get a
prices of
livable
groceries.
wage? Which side is that?
Debatable. We're trying to get the illegal
Oh,
immigrants
okay.
out.
That's
So
not
that way every
debatable.
single
That's a
person
social
in
Your
America
wages go down.
gets paid a livable
Your
wage.
wages will go down after mass deportation, bub.
Lies.
It's the truth. You want me to read you the stats? It's from this is from Wharton. It's from
Research Institute.
no, it's from Penn Wharton, a fucking college, one of the most prestigious ones that teaches economics in this country. In fact, I think Trump went there.
Wow. So you're saying that because Trump went there, he knows a lot about economics?
No.
No, he didn't do very well.
We're just telling you what kind of school it is because we knew you wouldn't know.
Here you go. So here is sorry to jump scare y'all here. There it is. So policies. This is just the policy of his literal mass deportation. So this isn't just a projection of all or anything. This is exactly what we see is going to happen. The budget, the deficits are going to increase by 270 billion before economic feedback, and then 350 billion with economic feedback. What is a deficit? Do you know?
So what you're saying is a hypothesis on what might happen?
No, this is a projection.
A projection of what might happen. Yeah, no,
What is going to happen?
What did happen?
What is going to happen?
What has happened? I work on facts.
No, this is literally what is going to happen.
No, this is some fucking Democrat college student.
You're just coping, dude.
Yeah.
You're just coping.
Yeah. No,
these are the people.
I'm sure that he took and picked and cherry picked and chose exactly what statistics.
Can you find me one study that shows the positive outcomes of economic effects of mass deportation? Because there's not one.
Economic, yeah. I mean, we might lose
find me a study.
Bit of GDP.
Go ahead.
We might lose a little bit of money economically to an extent, but is our country safer?
No.
We've already been through this, man.
The country is safer.
No,
dude.
it's
the
not.
country is not safer. How many murders happen every year?
Who traffics children into our country?
I would debate Trump and the Epstein people. What would you say?
Debate Trump. Debate Trump does it.
Okay.
Traffic drugs into our country. Oh, that's right. Americans do. Like we do that.
I'm gonna finish
we
this.
Traffic guns, people, and drugs.
The 10-year policy is going to cost $862 billion. That's literally like college for everyone and fixing all homelessness. You guys are really fucking our shit up because you're racist. And then $987 billion with economic feedback effects. Besides the lost revenue, the primary deficits include new required outlays that are in addition to the monies, about another 170 fucking goddamn $1 billion. The economy, not surprisingly,
I said racist.
we'll get to that. Not surprisingly, most aggregate economic variables fall. By 2034, four-year economic policy reduces GDP by 1% and the 10-year policy by 3.3%. That's trillions of fucking dollars. And then by 2054, the four-year policy reduces GDP by 1% and the 10-year policy reduces it by 4.9. Per capita economic variables also mostly decline and mostly fall on average the wage of 0.5% of four-year policy and 1.7. So your wages go down. Output per capita also falls between 0.5 and 1.1%. Distributional analysis. This is where it goes to the wages. 63% of the working population see their wages fall over time by 0.5% or $500 per year. And then the four-year policy, and by 2.8%, $2,700 for the 10-year policy. But wages for authorized, including U.S.-born low-skilled workers, can increase, and then they decrease. Their wages increase by 1.1%, and then they fall 0.6%. And then under the 10-year policy, wages increase by 5%, and then mostly persist thereafter. As a result, the median authorized low-skilled workers born today, these changes translate to lifetime losses of about $8,600. You guys are doing this for nothing because Trump tricked you into doing this.
I don't care about your... No, that's the reason why people voted for him. But anyways, I don't care about your projection.
You don't care about math and economics.
And how is me saying that I agree with ICE in any way, shape, form, or capacity racist? Are Hispanic people, which is the majority of people migrating to our country, a race?
No, but I would say that the federal courts or the Supreme Court that authorized ICE to do arrest based on skin color and language, that's racist. Right?
Okay, so language is racist now.
Skin color?
If you go up to somebody, you judge them just based on their race and their language that they're using, that is racist.
Yeah, if you judge them on skin color, but you can be any color and have its different language barrier.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I could have just stopped at skin color, right? And that's racist.
That's racist. And that's what the Supreme Court said was okay.
Debatably,
it's literally racist.
Both categories with language and skin color.
That's a fact.
That's
no,
racist.
They don't have to do both. Those are all options.
They only have to, yeah, they can just do one.
So they could just stop me.
Or are you Hispanic?
Yeah.
I almost want to say prove it, but at this point, I don't even care because it's just such an uneducated person.
How am I going to prove I'm Hispanic? You want to see my Ancestry.com report?
No, please don't.
So,
we don't need to see
roaches for raid, bro. Roaches for raid.
Let me turn my camera on.
No, we're good. I believe you. I believe that you are the cook you say you are.
Yeah. So what else, Tuts? What else you got for me, Pauly?
All right, let's talk about oil. What do you think Trump is doing so good with oil?
Oil? Right. So I think that if we get, a percentage of Iran's oil and we tax the living fuck out of them because they literally can't survive unless we allow them to. And then we get some of Venezuela's oil because they can't survive unless we allow them to. And we try to get Cuba and we help them with their power outage problem.
We're creating the power outage problem.
Debatable.
That's not debatable.
So let me keep going. We can cause this problem in Cuba, and then we can fix it for them. And then say, hey, now we owe 15% of everything you do. This is beneficial.
Bub, can you tell me what's happening in Cuba right now?
Hold on.
No. Tell me what's happening in Cuba.
And we say, give us your fucking resources.
Tell me what's happening. Let's qualify your opinion. What's happening in Cuba right now? What's happening?
I mean, we're just fucking giving beans and living dreams, brother.
So you have no idea. You're just upbeat about this.
He couldn't find Cuba on a map if he tried.
Let's talk about it.
I'm going to help you understand what's happening in Cuba. Cuba is surrounded by U.S. warships and the Navy, and we are stopping every drop of oil from entering Cuba. And people are dying and starving and dying of thirst and dying in hospitals. There was a night where all of the hospitals lost power and all of the people on ventilators died.
Why
Thanks,
are we
Trump.
doing that?
Because Trump is invading he wants to invade Cuba, Greenland, Canada. He's going crazy. Remember how Remember how like the other crazy guy in history, Hitler, he just like went around invading people?
Listen, why do we threaten Canada?
Why?
Okay, so Trump wanted to make it seem like he wanted Canada to join the United States. He never wanted that. He wanted to push this crazy ideology, this crazy topic, then talk about invading them to make sure that they would never join the United States, even after he wasn't president, because we don't want their Democrat, pussy, motherfucking pansy asses ever join the United States. So what he did was try to force it and make it look like we needed them and that
You
we were
can't
gonna do
prove
these
that.
egregious. I know I can't prove that, but it's the same thing on how he made a global headline: "Do not fucking come to America
Okay,
illegally." This is what it was
that's
all about. He
that's
wanted to create terror
stupid.
in the streets to globally
He
put
created
as a
terror in the streets
headline.
is the only right thing you've said.
Yeah, for a
The only
reason,
thing
for the
Trump has
greater good of
done
our
has
fucking nation.
assured
And it
Canada
might
that
look like something to you because you fell into the same propaganda he was trying to push. But I see the real thing is that he never wants
you know
Canada
his
to come
4D chess
join the
moves.
United States.
Got it. So, in what way is Canada not as good as the United States? I would just love to know. I think that their healthcare is miles better.
Where do their doctors come?
Their life expectancy is 4 years longer than
What
us.
happens to their doctors? And why is Albuquerque, the red part of the country, providing for the rest of the fucking country? And and how will we talk about their housing prices? How we talk about their crime rate? Google right now Canada's crime rate versus U.S. crime rate. Let's go per
I
capita.
would love to see it. We can get to gun violence too. I would love that part.
Just crime rate per capita. It's a disgusting country. Their taxes are worse. Their houses cost more. Like
The United
every
States
day.
has a significantly higher violent crime rate and homicide rate than Canada.
No, not violent crime rate. Crime rate.
So you don't care about violent crime? What?
I said crime rate.
You're losing so bad, man.
I said crime rate.
All right, but let's talk about the United States homicide rate is 5.7 and Canada's is 1.9. It's 4 times higher, dude. Oh my god. Oh god, this is so good. Property crime. We're tied. This is the only other type of crime. It's 1995 versus 1906. We're literally tied. How dumb are you?
Put me on the big screen when I come back with this stat.
Oh gosh, we should play Jeopardy music right now.
Canada's ranked like number 1 on multiple charts for countries. Like it's ranked number 1. Social mobility, economic mobility. He hates those things. He just wants a homogenous poor country.
By the way, for the person in the comments, Spencer Pratt can kiss my ass.
What's the story? Statistics Canada.
We are not 4 times more violent crime. I don't
3
know where
times.
you got that. No.
Yes, we are.
We're at 225 per 100,000.
You can try coming back, Chelsea. I
Yep.
don't know what happened.
We're at 334 per 100,000. They're at 254 per 100,000.
Wait, where are you seeing that?
Then I'll grab you the source right now. So the one was Statistics Canada that you were just on. This is 300 or
This is 2023. What year are you looking at? 334. That's not an actual crime.
2023.
That's not a crime statistic.
334 out of every 100,000 per capita.
Violent crime, it's roughly 33% higher.
Yeah, 334. It says it right there.
Okay, but when we're talking about when we talk about homicide,
252.
so violent crime, which is something that doesn't end in a dead person, is 334, which is higher than 252. So the U.S. is worse.
Not 3 times.
Okay, but the homicide rates is 5.7 versus 1.9.
Yeah, and that's just because you're Democrat cities.
No, that's just because they don't have guns.
Okay, take out the Democratic cities, and then let's rerun these stats.
Okay, can you name a big red city?
No.
You guys don't have cities because we pay for education there, and they come out voting liberal.
Thankfully, like red and city doesn't mix.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want the government in our fucking business.
I know.
Dude.
I know. You guys don't want to pay taxes. We have to come and pay them for you. You guys don't want to do anything, contribute to society at all. It's true. Every single red state besides Florida is in the red, and the blue states have to come pay your bills every year. You guys are just babies.
How big is Florida?
Like 20 million, 30 million?
Like the third biggest state?
I don't think third.
Okay. Canada, or not Canada, California, Texas, Florida.
New York?
What other huge state are you talking about?
New York?
New York's bigger than Florida?
Illinois? Yes, New York, yes, by population, yeah.
Not by population, by size.
Well, landmass doesn't vote or kill people.
Debatable.
No, that's not debatable.
When you try gerrymandering fucking states, yeah, mass votes.
Okay, that's not true. And if every state were to just not do electoral college or any sort of districting, liberals would win every election, every single election. So we have to give you guys DEI.
How many people in general? Let's talk just stats on people that voted in general. How many voted for Kamala?
Okay, 1.7% less than Trump.
Okay, so you just said that Democrats would win every vote,
every election? The thing is, people didn't vote this election because of the Palestine issue. So if people weren't so heavily charged against voting for either candidate because there was a bunch of Israel, like anti-Palestine, anti-Israel stuff going on, they were tricked into not voting. But I live in Texas. You're saying
Democrats were tricked into not voting for
Kamala. I live in Texas. How many liberals versus Republicans do you think live in Texas?
Percentage based off of voter registration?
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's about 50.
You're wrong.
I would imagine it's about 50-50.
No, it's like 3 million difference.
Yep.
So 8 million are Democrats, 6.62 are Republican. Y'all are gerrymandering the fuck out of every state you guys control.
Good.
It's debatable. I mean, that's debatable.
Cry about it.
All right, so now you lost that one, right?
Now, how many voted?
What state do you live in?
How many voted for the governor?
What godforsaken state do you live in?
The best.
I doubt it. I'm already
Missouri.
guessing in my head. Just
the biggest swing state. Where
Pennsylvania
Kirk spent the majority of his time. Yes, Pennsylvania.
So you like Charlie Kirk?
Love him.
I want to read you a quote from Charlie Kirk.
I just posted a video earlier of him standing up for gay people and how they should be involved. And he literally roasted this guy because he said that you cannot be a Trump supporter if you do not like that there was gay people speaking at Republican rallies.
Wow, that's really
so are you for
profound.
The Iran war or not for the Iran war?
I don't like the Iran war.
You don't like it? Are you in support of what Trump's doing?
I just don't like Muslims.
No. That's not my question. Are you for what the Trump administration is doing with their involvement in the Iran war?
Yeah.
Then you're not for Charlie.
That's kind of a big deal right now. You're running from that one.
Yeah,
and
no, Charlie
we're
Kirk
on
does
the
not
top. We're on the
did not
topic
want
of.
us to be in Iran,
So yeah, I know. And did you know what
and
else?
neither
You
do
know what
I.
else Charlie Kirk didn't want? He didn't want to see non-white people in the U.S.
What? Prove it.
Do you know what the Great Replacement
I'll,
theory
I'll, I'll,
is?
I'll, I'll listen. I'll give you a video right now. You play this video, and I guarantee you'll change your mind on that. He screams at a man because he said that he thinks that America was founded as a white country and should only be a white country. Charlie Kirk screamed at him and kicked him out of an event and said, there's no place for your racism in the Republican movement."
All right.
So
Well,
while he's pulling this up, can you
all
tell
right.
us what the great replacement theory is?
The Great Replacement theory is that mostly Islam is taking over white countries.
What?
Okay, it has nothing to do with just Islam, but go ahead.
It has a lot to do with Islam because it's becoming
They
such a
recycled it
popular.
from European countries who that is their biggest talking point is Islam. But no, he's
Is
recycled it.
Islam is
He's
is
recycled it, and this is a widely debunked far right white supremacist movement. And it says, and this is a direct quote from Charlie. Democrats want to see this country become less white. Would you be standing in the crowd cheering when he said that?
I mean, if that's exactly what you're pushing for as a Democrat, yeah, that's wrong.
No one's pushing for that.
Okay, so can you look up a video for me? Actually, two videos for me. The first one would be Charlie Kirk telling a racist to leave. Not
I
leave.
believe you that he did that, but you don't get one. You don't like one attaboy doesn't make all of the no-nos go away. So all of the stuff he perpetuated to thousands and thousands of
Statistics.
children, like 17, 18 years old. I'm sorry.
Statistics. Is it wrong to speak about facts and statistics?
Yeah, what statistic are you pointing at?
We can talk about multiple different statistics that Charlie talked about that people didn't like, and that was the majority of it. You know, when you talk about DEI, when you talk about black lower poverty neighborhoods and crime rates, yeah, people don't like it when you talk about it, but it's the truth and it's a fact. And if we can't talk about facts, then what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's not a
Charlie
debate.
doesn't really deal in a lot of facts. Like I've listened to him try to convince a bunch of
It's all
college
facts.
students. He tried to convince a bunch of college students that undocumented migrants don't have protections under the Fifth Amendment.
Are you gonna pull up the video?
No, I believe you that he did it. It doesn't make a difference for me. Like if I went around saying like really white supremacist stuff all the time, but you have a clip of me saying some things that were the opposite, does that make it better?
Like, he literally told this guy that if you believe that only white people should be here in this country, there's no place for you in the Republican movement.
Well,
So
this
if
is
I
a
set a
slippery
bunch of
slope.
fires to houses and then I put them out, does that make me a good person?
What?
Yeah, that's what
Talking
Charlie
about,
Kirk did, though. He was a bad person that did a bunch
he
of
was a
bad things.
great
And then you
person.
got him a one attaboy, and now you're just forgiving all of the damage that he did.
Plus, this is pre-Trump, right? This clip, it's pre-Trump.
If I had to guess, I'd probably say yes.
Yeah. So I think Charlie Kirk was just he was just a cog in the fascist machine of Trump's campaign, and he perpetuated all sorts.
Did they disagree on Iran? And did they disagree on Israel?
Not after he started.
Tolarico for Texas.
Much love, thank you, Starch. So again, is this before or after Trump?
Did he agree with everything Trump agreed with?
Yes, just about.
No.
Like
He disagreed on
98%?
two monumental things: Israel and Iran.
So, do you think that makes him okay? Do you think that makes him independent from Trump, even though he backed literally every other policy Trump had, even if he was wrong?
I would rather Charlie as president than Trump.
Okay. Well, I don't think Charlie has any backbone. I think he's just basically doing the pandering, and he was paid millions of dollars to do it, to go around and teach students, children, bad ideas.
And when he stood up against the things that he didn't like Iran and Israel, that's when everything happened.
You mean he was killed?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the left?
It was the left.
Mm-hmm.
and Israel.
No, it can't be both.
Okay.
It can't be both. What are you talking
No,
about?
it is
Are you saying that
not.
Democrats don't take money from APAC?
I think there's fewer. I think the majority of both sides do, but I think there's fewer on the left.
So who do you think did it?
I don't
I'm
think
not a
Tyler
conspiracy.
Robinson did it.
I'm not a
But
conspiracy
I'm not a
theorist.
conspiracy theorist.
Okay, so you
I just think the
Tyler did it.
cases. No, I'd base it on the case. Like I look at cases, I read them all. I don't think that case has a lot of validity that a normal case would. That would
I think that case
have
is
a
going
high
to get
success rate.
it's going to get thrown out or hung jury for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna get thrown out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it gets thrown out, I'll find Tyler myself.
Why? You don't believe in the Constitution?
I don't believe in the Constitution. What are you
Mhm.
Yeah.
talking about?
Does he
I
not
said I
have the right to
believe-
due
I
process?
believe- I
So
believe
if a
something,
case gets
and
thrown
then-
out, that's his due process, right?
Do you want to
You're
know?
gonna go physically assault him for his due process.
So if Epstein got let out, you believe in the
He
the
did. He got a
Constitution then?
sweetheart deal that let him out of jail.
I think Trump is about to. He's
You
about
saying that
to.
Epstein is free right now.
I would say
No,
that
I'm saying that he
Ghislaine.
got one.
Ghislaine's real close. She's got a puppy dog. She's in a minimum security prison. She's literally
so-
the only pedophile in history in a minimum security prison.
Political mom. What you just said is, do I believe in the Constitution? Then you said that Epstein got a sweetheart deal or whatever you said.
Yeah,
So
he did.
does that mean that you don't believe in the Constitution because Epstein got a sweetheart deal?
No, I believe in the Constitution because
okay,
both
so you think
can
that
be.
you think Epstein
both
should have
happen.
gotten the deal then?
No, I said they both happened in the due process that they happened.
And you believe that Epstein should have gotten that deal?
I don't think that the
Because
sweetheart
you
deal
believe
should have
in due
happened.
process.
That's
you believe
no.
in due process.
This is
No.
this is the problem. The problem is that the U.S. government stopped any investigation that led to other sources like Israel or something like that. The U.S. Department of Justice stopped Joe Kent, who was the head of the counterterrorism for the United States at the time. He has now since stepped down because he disagrees with Trump on everything Iran and just about everything. And even though he's a hardline Trumper and an election-denying piece of shit, he still believed that this was wrong. And he said this out loud. And if this is the case that the Department of Justice, the party in which is pursuing charges on Tyler Robinson, stopped the investigation into Tyler Robinson, that is a case that will be thrown out like that.
They're
don't
already
think so.
having DNA
So-
issues. They're having ballistics issues. It's a shit show. There was 5 different DNAs found on the weapon.
All I was saying by bringing Epstein into this is that you tried strong-arming me, and I did the exact same thing to you to show you that you were
No,
wrong.
it didn't show
Now
anything.
let's
I
talk
believe
about
in due
let's talk about
process
your
either
fucking
way.
hand tattoos, Pickles. Was that chakras and lotus flower? It's demonic.
Oh
You
my
guys
gosh,
are
you're demonic.
so superstitious and silly, dude.
Demonic.
Demonic. There die, like in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pull up a picture of the chakras and put your knuckles next
This
to
is
them.
not a chakra. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in that witchcraft shit either. This
demonic.
is no. This is not a chakra.
Is it demonic? Is
No.
witchcraft demonic?
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in magic. I'm not stupid like you.
Magic. You're right. I don't believe in magic either.
Yeah, do you believe in
I believe in
God?
Jesus. I believe in Jesus.
Do you pray?
I do.
So you think you can do telepathy to a magic being in the sky?
Jesus, a man who existed 2,000 years ago, is the most
debatable.
famous person to ever exist
That's
on the face of the
debatable.
planet.
It's debatable.
Every single person in the world knows his name. You tell me that isn't somehow, some way, shape, or form.
That is just because the printing press was invented at a very nice time for y'all.
Yeah, the printing press was invented 2,000 years ago.
It was at the time the Bible became popular, yes.
Was Jesus' name widespread across the globe before the printing press?
Yeah, and we've done all of the research, and there's a lot of research and data analysis that shows the probability of like a person named Jesus who was a preacher or Yeshua or Joshua existed. No one doubts that that's probably a possibility, but the fact that he may have risen from the dead or was the son of God or God incarnate,
He did.
that's
and he was.
magic. You believe, you understand that's superstitious magic, right?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. That's
No,
magic. To everybody else with like an analytical brain, like that requires proof for their ideas, on the left, they don't believe in that. We don't believe in that. How old is the Earth?
How old is the Earth?
Yeah.
I think that it was created just like Adam was in a developed form 3,000 years ago.
Cool. Well, that's also involving magic.
Debatable.
That's not debatable. What non-magic would have to take place for a aged, like multi-billion-year rock to appear?
God,
Okay, that's magic.
no.
That is magic.
Yeah, maybe if you go like
No, it's magic to
definition
believe
from.
in an imaginary person. That's
I mean,
that's
it's not an
magic.
imaginary person.
It's imaginary.
Jesus
Have you
is
ever
my best
have you
friend.
ever
I talk to
met?
him every day. He's still very much alive. Just
Oh,
not
alive.
here
So you're a
with us in
little
the flesh.
schizophrenic?
Oh God, in flesh.
Just not here with us in the flesh.
Got
Oh,
it.
so it's alive, but not in the flesh.
Right. Yes. Jesus is very much alive, just not here in the
Breathing.
flesh. Yes.
Not
So
dead.
You were just a vessel.
when you pray to God, what do you say? Do you say like, "Hey, please do this stuff for me," even though like your entire destiny is already predetermined, and you're like trying to tell a higher power something that he
I
doesn't
don't
already
ask
know?
him to do anything for me. No.
What do you ask?
I say, please bring our troops safe.
That's asking for
Our troops
things.
home safe.
You're
I don't
asking
ask
for
him for
things.
personal things. Is what
I'm
meant.
not saying
I
that.
don't
I'm
ask
just
him-
saying you're asking him to change his mind on something?
No. I just tell him how I feel, and I ask him how his day is going and how I can better his movement. His
Oh, he's your
impact.
therapist?
I ask him how I can better his day and
He's
his
got a
impact on
therapist,
the
guys.
globe. Sure.
Okay, so your imaginary person is your therapist. Okay.
Sure.
Got it. I love this magic
who
show.
was Jesus praying to when he was praying? Was he praying to himself? Hey
Hmm.
God, it's me, you.
Debatable. It was a vessel that he put a piece of himself
He was
inside
talking
of.
to
So
the
he was
mirror.
talking to himself.
Would that be a
You
sign of
guys
like a
are
mental
small
illness?
portion.
You guys are
in a
this is
vessel.
this is what's neutered most of y'all from like critical thinking, is just this like weird acceptance of things that were most likely untrue, and you've reinforced these ideas over and over and over again by holding hands with other weirdos like yourself and saying it over and over and over again inside of a church or a like echo chamber. That's what you
How
do.
many times does the Bible contradict itself?
1,000.
No, not a single time.
Oh, okay. Did Jesus carry the cross or did someone help him?
Debatable.
But it says both.
Which part?
It says
Which
that
time?
he carried the cross all the way, and then in another
What, the King
segment, it
James
says that
version?
he
With
had
the
help.
The trans Bible, the King James version.
No, this is just the regular old Bible. This is what they say.
The regular old Bible. Which version?
I don't know. Are you saying the
regular old
King James Bible
does-
is no good for you?
Yeah, and not any Bible that was made off of the King James Bible.
Didn't
Any Bible
Trump use the King James Bible? If I'm correct here, isn't Trump's Bible
talking
the
about
King
one
James
he held
Bible?
upside down?
No, I'm saying the one that he's selling to his supporters. Isn't that the King James version?
The most popular version of the Bible to be sold on the face of the planet. Yes.
Okay,
So we're not going to use Trump's Bible. Got it. Sorry, I was just trying to clarify.
Let's not.
Fuck that.
I
Bible.
already
Got
said
it.
that I don't support everything that Trump did.
No,
I support Charlie
I'm
Kirk
just
more.
questioning what Bible we're using to use our contradictions for.
Charlie Kirk's more racist than Trump.
What? So if you had to pick a president, if you had two options, you had to vote for Trump, or you had to vote for Charlie Kirk. Would you now currently have Trump?
I would vote for Charlie Kirk because I don't think he'd be tricked into doing what he's doing with Israel. And I don't think he'd be doing mass deportation. I don't think he'd be doing all these things to enrich himself and making the entire United States poor and bankrupt.
That's all I need to know is that you think that Charlie Kirk would be a great president compared to Trump.
I wouldn't say great. I would say lesser of two evils. I think
Better.
Trump is not well equipped to make any sort of decisions or diplomatic encounters by himself, and that's shown with him like not even being invited to the negotiations with Iran because he is the worst diplomat I've ever heard of.
Does he need to be invited to negotiate with Iran?
He's uninvited. Yeah.
Does he need to be invited?
No, he needs to go, but he's being told to stay
Yeah. By who?
by his own people.
By his own people. Yeah, because they don't want him to get hurt.
No, because they want him to stop being impulsive.
Listen, Iran is a shit stain on the globe.
Oh,
I think Israel
Okay,
is.
how many people do you hear? I want to go on vacation in Iran. I want to go to vacation in Pakistan.
You know what?
I wanna
You
go
know
to
how many fewer
vacation
people?
in Afghanistan.
You know how many
It doesn't
countries?
fucking happen.
You know how many countries have travel warnings on the United States right now? The
Right
same exact
now?
feelings towards the United States, Australia, Canada, England.
We were the best fucking country ever exists on the face of the planet. Actually, do
By
you wanna
what
know something
metric?
crazy?
By what metric?
You want to hear something crazy? I won tickets to the UFC event at the White House.
Oh,
Cool.
that's stupid.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fucking
Hey,
great.
Pickles, can you pull up like how much money that the United States has lost in travel to the United States? Like all the
In tourism.
yeah. That's gonna blow his mind. He's gonna be so mad.
$12.5 billion.
Oh my god.
22%
Billion?
decline.
You say
That's-
billion with a B?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just so far. Right now.
You said 12 billion?
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow,
and
we'll
then
just get that from immigrants for
$181 billion drop in 2024 to 169. Driven fears over immigration, tough visa policies, and a strong dollar. You guys have fucked up the economy in every sense. How many jobs?
Take that 12
How many
billion from the 80 billion that the immigrants provide? The
We
illegal
just told you that they provide
to our
$1
economy,
trillion
and then
to
we'll
our
deport them with
GDP,
it.
and you want to deduct that money?
So that's
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're
recurring.
gonna use that money to deport them.
So we count that in recurring. So like it's not just 1 year that's lost. It's every year starting from now that is lost. That's how that works. So we have lost
Right.
so much money because you guys just can't stand the idea of people being undocumented. You just can't stand it. You won't fix and help them become documented. You want to make that easier. You just want to fuck things up. They've pulled you around by your emotions and your feelings.
We just want to fuck things. Who is your ideal president? Gavin Newsom?
Pete Buttigieg.
Better than Gavin Newsom. I'll give you that. Because he completely fucked up Canada. Spent billions of dollars of taxpayer.
Canada. Wait,
taxpayer-
back
or
this
California.
bitch up. Canada.
California, whatever. Same fucking thing.
How
They're
did
both
he ruin?
liberal shitholes.
Let's go ahead. How did he ruin? Because you're just gonna speak to my hometown. Go ahead and go ahead.
They're
Tell
both
me.
liberal shitholes. That's why I got them confused.
What
Yeah,
makes him a shithole?
Yeah, tell me
What
how
makes them a
California is
fucking
a shithole.
shithole? Okay, let's talk about the homeless population.
Oh,
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. All right. What Republican policies do people propose that stops homelessness? Go ahead.
I'm gonna send you something.
Stop funding them. Stop making it easy for them to be homeless.
No, that's going to make it worse, right?
No, you're gonna fucking tell them to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get their shit to fuck together.
That doesn't happen. We see that happening in red states. It doesn't happen.
See what happening in red states.
You guys just sit in your own shit.
What?
Did you know that
I'm
every
talking-
dollar
talking
that
about
we
California.
every dollar that California spends on their homeless population saves them money? Did you know that?
How much money have they spent on the homeless population, and how has it affected the homeless population?
So the homeless population does continue to grow because the population's growing, right?
Is the population growing, or have we actually hit a negative?
It's reduced by like
Oh, okay, so it's not
0.08%.
So how has the homeless population grown in Canada, and how much money have we spent?
Are we talking about
You mean
Canada or
California?
California?
Whatever, fucking California.
No,
All
can
right.
you just get
Fucking-
one
dude, they're
thing
both
fucking
fuck-
right?
we
It's
should-
a
we
state
should
versus a
trade-
country.
We should trade fucking California.
Well, you
to
wouldn't want that
Canada.
because it would just be more liberal.
How much does California contribute to the rest of the country in paying taxes?
No, I didn't say trade Canada for California. I said we should trade Canada or trade California with Canada. For
All
their,
right. That would be the dumbest move ever. You guys would have to start paying your own bills in your red states.
Yeah.
We'll just take Canada's highest performing area, which is red.
Which is liberal.
Which is red.
No,
You're just
it's
talking about
not.
Alberta.
Yeah. Alberta.
You have Albuquerque and Alberta mixed up.
Good.
So you're wrong, by the way.
God damn, this is just a dumb. This can't be real life, actually. I can't. This can't be real life.
California is the number 3 biggest economy on Earth. They outperform every state. They are the temple of the American economy. And just because you can point at a bunch of homeless people doesn't mean Republicans would ever do better. If you just let it loose and let all homeless people run rampant and not feed them and not do any sort of services for them, they would flood the jails and the hospitals and cost you 7 times more. So all you guys do is just loosely point at these problems, but you have no fixes. You have no fixes. You just want to lock homeless people up. Got it.
Wait,
that would be more expensive. That would be more expensive. You fucking you nincompoop.
Are you referencing Alcatraz?
Why did we take the death penalty out?
Oh God!
You mean stop the death penalty?
What?
Do you mean stop the death penalty?
Yeah, like why do we stop the death penalty?
The death penalty has been proven.
We could pay taxes for these people to be in prison for the rest of their life.
Yeah, well, I'm against the death penalty.
Actually, we pay more for them to sit on death row than we pay for them to sit in life in prison.
On average,
there shouldn't be court hearings that.
So there should be no death row. Actually, you're just giving an application.
If you get convicted of murder.
Hey man, what's the percentage of the people who are innocent on death row? Do you know?
No, he doesn't care. It's fuck due process, right?
How stupid are you, dude? It's 5%.
5%?
That's 1 out of every 20 people get wrongfully killed after wasting millions of tax dollars. Millions.
Yeah, we shouldn't just waste it. We shouldn't use any tax dollars for this. They should just automatically.
We can't do magic.
5%. That 5%.
Yeah, that would be a violation of what the founding fathers wrote in the Constitution.
Yeah, if you're a constitutionalist, if you're a patriot, you believe in due process.
And you believe that the due process in the first Epstein case is fine because the Constitution.
No, I think that it was misused. I think that this should be.
The Constitution wasn't really used in that case, actually, because it was a state case, and you would be more of a moron to know that. They didn't really use the Constitution, the state case that they made a sweetheart deal with. But it's okay.
Yeah, they moved it from federal charges to state charges.
So the Constitution has nothing to do with state?
It didn't have anything to do with the state laws that they used to justify the sweetheart deal. They didn't use the U.S. Constitution because they weren't in a federal court. They used state laws. Do
you think the person who did that sweetheart deal for Jeffrey Epstein should be looked at, or do you think he should have been hired to your administration?
Sorry, what is that?
Alex Acosta, the person who gave Epstein 67 federal charges down to 3 and 14 months in prison or some shit, and got him out of jail. Do you think that person should have been given a pat on the back, or should he have been exiled?
Yeah. I think that he should have been exiled. I think that everybody who's implicated can be proven guilty inside of the Epstein files should be locked up. And if Trump is in that category, that's great. But Charlie was never in it, and that's why I said I would.
All right, but Charlie simps for Trump, and Trump hired Alex Acosta to Labor Secretary in his first administration.
But Charlie was great.
Oh my
So
God.
we have Trump because of Charlie.
Do you have
okay. So Trump would have never been president if it wasn't for Charlie?
No.
Good boy. All right, I'm out of here. You made me happy.
That's the best thing I've ever heard all night. Go away.
That was the best thing I heard all night.
All right.
Debatable. Bye.
Chat, I have a PayPal and Venmo in my bio. I'm going to put my PayPal links on the screen too, or my pay links on the screen so that you guys can pay me, because my link doesn't actually work in my bio. Guys, these are the type of people we're working with. These are the ones that are still left behind after Trump has failed to make one arrest in the Epstein files. These are the simps that are still rooting somehow for it. Even though he doesn't even like Iran war, he's like, I like everything else. I like punishing people that aren't supposed to be here or something.
Can we just say, did anybody else get bingo from their debatable bingo cards?
You don't get to escape all the heat for voting for Trump just because you love Charlie, just because you're a cuck for Charlie.
He definitely has a giant picture of Erica Kirk in his room. 100%.
She's so pretty, but she is such a bad person, and she's remarkably stupid.
Did the crying, the Oscar performance that is being put on right now is wow.
Did she get fired from TPUSA?
I just think she stepped back. Do you know that she right before she met Charlie, she was a realtor for all of like 20 hours.
Now she's the head of our Navy's.
I know. What is that? We're just giving out cool names now. Do you know that Christy Nome is still living? This is a fun fact. Christy Nome is still living in the residence that she was given by the Coast Guard as the Secretary of Homeland Security. And she's still living at that residence right now, even though she's not supposed to. And it violates the law because she's not the Secretary of Homeland Security. And we're paying that, by the way, as taxpayers. Guaranteed Corey lives there too.
I
No,
swear
she was
these.
on a reality dating TV show. That's crazy.
Yeah,
The more you
and
know.
she was just a chameleon, dude. It's just like she's her family or whatever her connections have. Same thing with Vance. They would literally be nobody without the rich weirdos around them.
I can't believe he kept saying Canada and not California. I was dying.
The phone line is on, by the way, y'all. Phone line's on. If you want to call, she's on. Wait, we've missed calls. Why is it silent? Your browser might be preventing calls from ringing. Change your browser setting loud voice. Play sound. Oh, we've missed a few phone calls. Fun. I'll be keeping an eye out. Guys, don't forget to give me a follow on this is my third account. So
You don't follow me.
oh my
It's
god.
rude.
Say something in chat so I can do it.
I need to get a Tallarico hat. I get on that.
I love that
I
little
want to
man.
go to one of his events. We need to go again.
I know.
We have to keep up the tradition. I actually want to go, depending on who wins the Republican one. I secretly, weirdly want Ken to win just so we can go to one of his events and ask him questions.
Kelly, thank you so much for the $20. It really does feel like MAGA leftovers, but in a unique way, this is Hope Core. Thank you, Zilla. Tallarico's the GOAT. Dude, he's the third most likely flip in the Senate.
They're so scared of him. They can't even figure out what to be mad at him for right now. Like, they're scraping. They're going after him for not being the Christian they want him to be. That's how far they have to go down to like judge him on his like Christian scale.
Tallarico 2028 hats in TikTok shop.
Okay, I'm definitely hitting that one.
Hello, is this a Trump supporter? Cool. What do you like about Trump?
Hey, you think Marco Rubio does blow?
Probably. Why?
What do you mean?
Do I think Marco Rubio does illicit
Blow, yeah.
substances?
Cocaine.
Sure. I'm sure Trump and all of his friends do it. Hey, what's one of the number one like symptoms of long-term blow use?
I'm just saying he's gonna be the next president, so we should know him. You
I'll
know,
help you out. It rhymes with shitting your pants.
eating a skank.
No, it's Trump. That's why he's incontinent. He shits his pants.
What do you mean?
He wears diapers.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty old, dude. That's normal.
Biden didn't wear diapers.
Yeah, but Biden was like a cyborg, right?
Oh.
I don't have any superstitious beliefs like that now.
Oh, I just think he was glitching all the time. You know?
I guess I mean, imagine if he said that there were airports in the Revolutionary War or that magnets don't work underwater. You guys would be shitting yourselves too.
Well, hold on. I know you don't want to speak about this, but I got some footage today, dude. I don't know what this thing was. Like with my eye, it looked like a light, but with the camera, it was like an orb. It was like a metallic type. I don't know. They got took pictures. That great footage. I don't know what it was.
Do you want to tell me what you like about Trump?
Oh yeah. Dude, he's getting stuff done. Like these conflicts and these things that he's doing. That's like the dirty work. The dirty work that you know either you do it good or bad, you're still gonna get frowned upon. He's doing it, and he's anticipating a lot of things that are gonna go haywire if he wouldn't have done these things. Like Cuba's been on standby for like 60 years, dude. The, I'm Cuban, bro. We need liberation, you know.
All
Iran,
right.
they need a liberation.
Iran's
That's what
not
I'm
being
saying, bro.
liberated. If we're threatening them with genocide, that's not liberating them.
Because they pick the same government again. They keep picking the same people again.
Who'd have thunk? Dude, if you and I, even being on opposite political parties, if we saw another country bomb, like a major city, wouldn't that unite us against that country? We would forget our differences.
No, because he didn't initially bomb nobody. He just took out the freaking head of power.
No, he bombed
No,
a
he bombed.
school, like a girls' school with 180 kids.
I refuse to accept that Donald Trump would do something like that willingly, bro.
Even though he openly threatened genocide.
But these are all words. These are just dog barks. You know, you gotta bark a little bit. You also gotta bite. But mostly
He
you
has to
bark. You
saber
know,
rattle to the most extreme that any president in history has ever done, and it didn't accomplish anything.
it has accomplished tremendously, believe it or not, because now we know that the bad guy is really the good guy, and the good guy might be the bad guy.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that we're good. Donald Trump is good. There's somebody out there that's not good, and it's not him. He's good. We're good.
Trump is not good. Netanyahu's not good. Every country on earth that is our friend has backed away from us and Israel because we're the bad guys.
I think that Israel is always going to be the bad guy
So how are we the good guys again?
because we're trying to support them. We're trying to support Ukraine. We're trying to support
How does that make
everybody.
us good if we're
No,
supporting the bad guys?
that makes us good, but really what they're doing is taking advantage of us.
So Trump is being taken advantage of. He's not doing the hard work that nobody wants to do. He's doing the work that everybody knows better than to do. In fact,
No,
he
what
is
I'm
the
saying.
reason why Iran even has enriched uranium. He is the reason why.
What do you mean?
Do you know what the Iran nuclear deal is?
Yeah, sort of, but like
What can
I
you tell
thought
me about
nobody
it?
had nuclear
What
power.
what can you tell me about it?
I could tell you that Nobody should have no atomic bombs. That's for sure. Nobody should have no nuclear bombs.
So you don't know
Nobody, no
anything
country.
about the Iran nuclear deal?
No, it's about, hey, dude, you're not, you just gotta surrender. You're not allowed to have any bombs. Is that what? Is that what it is?
No.
What is
So
it?
Obama, the man who received a Nobel Peace Prize for this, decided to approach Iran with an organization called the IAEA, which is a group of all of the countries that all have enriched uranium and nuclear powers. And they said, hey, if you want to be part of this international community, we're going to have to supervise your enriched uranium programs. And we're going to make sure that you do not enrich uranium past 3.9% or something like that. And in exchange, we're going to give you some frozen money that we took from you, which was like $1 billion, which is literally nothing. And we're going to give you some prisoner exchange. And we're also going to allow you to trade with the rest of the world. And Trump, being Netanyahu's bitch, as soon as he came into office, he goes, I don't like that, because Netanyahu needs Iran to be a threat for us to attack them. So Iran was pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal, or we pulled out, and we put sanctions back on Iran and fucked up their economy, fucked up their ability to get medicine from the rest of the world, etc. And then they said, well, since we're not part of this deal anymore, we have to enrich uranium so that we can be involved in another negotiation. That is exactly what happened. Trump allowed them to enrich uranium so we can point at them years later and say, hey, look at them. We need to attack. That's what happened.
Maybe. That may be.
No, that is the fact.
He's an old dog, man. He's smart, dude. He's not just some.
He's profoundly stupid.
How?
Do you think magnets don't work underwater?
I'm not a scientist.
You don't know whether magnets work beneath water?
They should, yeah.
Do you think there were airports in the Revolutionary War?
Maybe like shitty ones, like super shitty.
No, they didn't have airplanes back then, buddy. No.
True.
No. Yeah. Do you think that
he did blow?
do you think that Puerto Rico has its own president?
I think they have like their own president, but they're still under like United States protection, something like that.
So you know more than Trump. Do you think we should nuke a hurricane? Do you think that would do something?
But also look at his team, bro. Look at the people that gravitate.
What's left of his team? The people that have been kicked out?
Well, Elon Musk, my guy is Elon. He's always going to be my guy because, you know, I think he should be our example, really.
The guy who tried to hang out with Epstein and was turned down?
Well, he didn't know that Epstein was a creep, bro.
He did.
No, nobody knows.
What do you mean nobody knows? Trump said that everybody knew.
Let's say you're my bud, right? Let's say you're my bud.
Of 10 years.
We're friends, dude. We've been friends for like 15 years, right? Dude, I'm not gonna know if you like little boys and little girls and shit. Like, how am I? You're gonna let me know that? You're not gonna let me know that.
If you're the richest man in the world, you're the first person to know that there's free underage people that you can take advantage of. You're absolutely the first person Epstein is going to approach and offer these things because that's how he worked.
I don't think he had balls that big, dude.
What do you, dude?
I don't think.
How many arrests have been made in the Epstein files in the United States?
So are you saying he's the devil or something?
Yes! He's backing the far-right party of Germany and every other anti-liberal party in the world, even if they're Nazis. What?
Are you saying Epstein was the devil or Trump is the devil? Who's the devil, dude? Because it can't be both.
There can be two very bad people. I don't believe in the devil.
Well, he's real. I do. The devil is real, dude. And it looks like Jeffrey Epstein.
All right, dude. So Trump was best friends with him for 10 years, and you don't think he knew?
Elon Musk was talking to Epstein after his conviction.
I don't think so, dude. I really don't think he would risk his image, his family, and all that.
Epstein was talking to him after his conviction. What do you mean?
There's a lot of AI and made up shit, dude. And
Oh,
AI
No,
has
this
not
is
no
in the
Elon Musk
power.
was
files, dude. This is in the files
it's
released by our
yeah.
government.
Dude, but these files might have been made up, bro.
What would
Who
Trump? What reason would Trump have to make up disparaging information about himself and his friends?
Like, it might have been manipulated.
I think we're
Might have
going
been
on a stretch here,
manipulated.
guy. I think we're going on a stretch. We have literal emails from the two corresponding.
It was an
Okay,
email from
when you
Elon
look
Musk
at Donald
asking to
J.
visit
Trump,
his
our
island
president,
in
right? The only
2012.
reason I back him up is because he's already the president. We're supposed to back
So you're just a
our president.
brainless idiot that just loves the
Not
president no matter
brainless,
how it is. Did you love
but
Biden?
this is I didn't love him, but fuck it, he was the president. What am I gonna do? Hate him?
This is weak.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna hate him,
yes, because Trump convinced all of y'all that he stole the election, that he had dementia and all this stuff. None of this was true.
dude. All of it is true, bro.
Okay,
All of it
Oh.
is true, dude.
sure.
Everything that Donald Trump says is true, dude. Trust me.
Yeah, were they eating the cats and the dogs?
Somebody's eating something, bro. Trust me. There's some shit going on behind the scenes that we don't even fucking fathom.
Do do foreign countries pay our tariffs?
They have to. They have to because somebody's got to pay us.
That's not how that works, man.
It has to work like that now because it's been so many years of not getting paid that now we're due for a payment. Don't you think?
That's not how that works. So when Trump puts a tariff on China, what mechanism?
I know how they work.
No, you don't. What mechanism forces China to
ultimately,
pay extra?
They could just come in here and build here, bro.
That's not. I'm not talking about who pays it. Who pays it? So when I order something from China, Donald Trump's government hands me a bill. It says duties and tariffs, and it's a big number that I have to pay Donald Trump. That's how that works. China is not involved.
What are you buying from China again?
Every piece of equipment I have in front of me, every $20,000 piece of equipment I have in front of me to do the computer in the stream I'm doing, came from China.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, at some point we gotta stand for something because things gotta turn around. We gotta start making our own shit here and stop relying so much on other countries.
How many private sector jobs did we make last year?
Shit's been crazy, bro. Shit has been nuts lately.
How many do you think? How many?
We're barely surviving, dude.
Yeah, because of Trump. How many?
What if we had somebody else? Maybe we would have been Armageddon already. Don't you sit there and tell me that there isn't a capacity for Armageddon to go on right now, from within, from sleeper cells, from all these things. All of that is just
none of this is happening. This is just he's perpetuating this obsession over national security. It is the number one rule in the dictator's playbook is that you need someone as crazy as Trump or as crazy as Mussolini or as crazy as Hitler to take the reins because nobody else can handle this crazy threat that he's proposing.
Okay, but what if it's true?
Okay, but what if there's unicorns? What? What if more countries hate us now because of Trump? So that makes more people on the list that could be sleeper cells, wouldn't it?
There's more people now, yeah, because they were ready to just take over.
No, there are more people that hate us, other countries. Trump is now seen the number one threat in the world for world peace by multiple sources. Above Putin, above Netanyahu, above Kim Jong-un, above anybody else you can point to, Trump is now that bad guy. So if you're in another country looking at the United States, you see what we think when we look at Putin.
Putin is just Putin. He's bad. But Trump is our president, dude.
And the number one thing you can do is criticize your own government because that's the first thing they assured we were able to do in the Constitution when they came and settled here.
Definitely do that. Of course, dude. Of course.
Yes, but I'm not a simp for somebody who is protecting the Epstein class. I'm not a simp for somebody who's making the world pay more for oil.
We're gonna get paid eventually, dude. We are going.
By
America's
who?
Gonna be rich again.
He made 0 jobs last year. That's the answer. He made fucking 0, which is pathetic.
Yeah, but nobody. What about all the oil in Venezuela? That doesn't count.
That doesn't. No, we are at maximum capacity.
Not our oil.
That doesn't do anything for us. That does something for his rich friends.
We have no
What do you mean?
ownership of that oil.
Like Exxon and all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are big. But still, is oil on our side is a country liberated. It's all these beautiful things, dude. Like that means a
Dude,
lot, bro.
Venezuela still has the same exact government in place, dude. So does Iran.
No, they don't, dude.
Yes,
No,
they do.
don't.
Who's in charge of Venezuela?
They're slowly but sure they're being supervised.
It's the same exact regime, though.
No, it's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yes. The answer is yes.
hopefully they remember. So back in the days when Venezuela was super wealthy, hopefully they remember those days and they get that rhythm back going. Boom, perfect.
Yeah.
Venezuela
After we steal all their oil, they're going to be doing great.
Dude, we're not even going to use all that oil. We don't even need all that oil. We're going to transition from power source, and we're still going to have oil left over. And we're going to be like, what are we going to do?
Trump
with
has
this
cut every single program that championed alternative energy because he's a cuck for oil. He's a cuck for big oil who he openly asked for $1 billion in his campaign. He asked him for $1 billion. He said, I'll do whatever you want.
Because opposition could bring disturbance. Like if you create opposition, let's say towards Donald, that maybe that could fuck up his head a little bit that day, and then he made a wrong decision or something. You know, don't oppose him. To let him do his flow. That's what I think.
No, I think that he's had a hell of a go at it, and he's fucked up the world economy.
Let him do his blow.
Quite
That's what I heard.
literally, he has fucked up the entire world's economy, and there's no like better thing we can see on the horizon. There's no thing coming that's like going to be better. Oil prices will permanently be bad from now on. Every single country, if we don't change presidencies, if we don't get a Democrat in office, the fracture in NATO is going to be permanent. We will no longer be friends with all of the actual developed world, the westernized world that believes in democracy. We're only friends with all of the dictators. He's openly just given billions and billions of dollars to dictators in Argentina and Israel. He just, and Putin, he has enriched Putin after we've, he ran a whole campaign on defunding Ukraine so that Putin could win. And now he's let Putin start trading with the rest of the world. He's opened up the ability for them to sell oil to everybody so that the oil market isn't as bad as it should be because of Trump.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with Putin, really, bro. You want to like keep things, because what if the guy snaps? The guy could snap. The guy is KGB, bro. The guy could. Russia
So Donald Trump can't handle his own with Putin.
No, I think that Donald Trump is his friend more than Putin his. You know.
Well, I agree that. I think anybody that knows anything about Donald Trump is aware that you can just stroke his ego a little bit and he'll be your best friend. And then if you name call or something, he'll also snap and try to launch a nuke or put fucking tariffs on you. Like he will use the government of the United States and our economy and your tax dollars to do personal things.
True, very true.
That's a weak person.
So what should we do? Hate the guy?
Yes.
Kill the guy?
No. No, I think we should hate him. I think we should Nuremberg trial him and his entire administration. Whatever's left of it. He had a 95% turnover his first administration. It's looking like he's going to do the same thing this time. He doesn't have a team around him that he listens to. He fights with them constantly. They're constantly being loyalty tested. There are a bunch of drunks, unqualified idiots, one by one falling.
Okay, hold on, because I know what you mean. I know what you mean exactly. Is he not being clear enough? Like, I don't understand, because I don't think nowhere in his plan is America's doom or destruction. No, On the
I don't think he
contrary,
just has any regard for America. He's enriched himself to the tunes of multiple billions of dollars, and the economy is
he was
also
already
just
rich.
shit.
He was already rich, wasn't he?
No, he doubled his wealth last year.
Oh, I thought he was actually losing.
No, he doubled his wealth last year, and he also has his children doing negotiations on our behalf, and also enriching themselves in that way too. He's also got his children invested in Kalshi and Polymarket, and there's also a lot of strange manipulated bets that have been going on there too. Every time Trump tells the world that the Strait of Hormuz is open forever again, the price of oil bumps and goes down, and his family makes a fortune off of it. He's selling pardons, and these people are getting out of prison and donating billions of dollars to his meme coin right after, 2 days after they get out of prison. He's just openly doing corruption, and then trying to find little instances of corruption in Minnesota and in California to take your eyes off of it.
Well, we know this, right? We know that that he's crooked. We know that everybody's crooked. Isn't everybody
No,
crooked?
nobody's as crooked as Trump. I think Trump sold y'all that Biden is crooked. Little old Biden, who's worth $12 million, is more crooked than him, who makes that more than once a day.
No, Biden was just too old. That's why I told you, Elon Musk.
Can you
Elon
tell me?
Musk was
Can you tell me the most crooked thing the Biden administration did, besides give everybody health care and Medicare and food stamps?
yeah. You know what it is, dog? That I feel like there's many movements going on. It's not just the leftist or the rightist or Iran. There's many inside of the spectrum. There's other movements going on too, and those movements are powerful. Like for a fact, there could be a movement of, I don't know, women trying to get rid of men. Could that be a thing?
No.
That's not a thing?
No.
Okay. What about some women maybe trying to overcompensate and harm men just because?
Can you give me some instances? Because there's not that doesn't come out in like criminal statistics, not even close. And literally every president has been male. Every single like the majority of all corporations are male. All these things create a paradigm where women can fight as hard as they can and even be as misogynist as they want to be, and still not be in the same position as men in 100 years.
I think women are better than men, but because they're women, not because they're better than men. It's just because you're a woman, you're better than the man. You're superior, but not because you're a better man than the man. So when that happens, society shifts, and these things that got to get arrested, we can't have that, and that's mainly a big reason why Donald Trump got chosen. Like, we're not gonna have that because, yeah, we could make a mistake. We're gonna have a party. We could, whatever, man, but we can't lean towards that way because then everything else gets twisted. I'd rather have a fucking gangbanger as a friend than have somebody that I can't tell what's going on in their head,
The fuck? I think that's a problem with you.
What do you mean? Like, we have to be open book. We have to, like, hey, what is it? What is this? Don't tell me that blue is red and it's not. It's red.
I don't know what you're saying, but I just had my last guest come off and tell me about how he believes in magic and that the Earth is 3,000 years old. So
yeah, he kind of was referencing Family Guy there. No, the Earth is millions of years, billions of years. We evolved, dude. We definitely evolved, but it was God's plan all along.
that's a different cope. Like I feel like that's still believing in some sort of superstitious magical being, and
No,
I think that you should be held to account for that.
God is a scientist, superior scientist, and he is a extraterrestrial being, obviously, from another heaven, and that's it. It doesn't get any more magic than that, dude.
That's magic, and I don't think that's going to be proven or seen or witnessed anywhere else in modern day science.
So
that is not useful to anybody when doing science.
Okay, but I mean, I don't mean to disrespect you, but out of billions of planets on the foreseeable universe, which is expanding, uh, there's statistically there's nothing else out there. So it's just us here. There's nothing else. There's no other beings.
No,
There's no
in
other.
the observable universe, we don't see
Uh-huh.
much, and the reason is because the light can only travel so fast. So by the time we get light reflecting off of another planet that is conducive to life, uh, like for instance, if they looked at our planet, they would see dinosaurs right now.
Yeah, yeah,
So
something like that, right?
that's the problem with that. We can't see the entire universe, not even close. But for you to think that in some egocentric way that we are the only life forms out there is silly and founded. It makes
Yeah.
no
No,
sense.
we agree on the same thing. We are not the only life form. Of course, we're not, dude. Of course, we are. We are we're our own. The beginning of the human race is us. Yes, we're supposed to procreate. We're supposed to conquer Mars. We're supposed to do all these things. We are supposed to do that. But if we keep going like this,
Did
if
your
if
imaginary
we keep
friend
going like
also do
this,
blow?
we're not gonna understand each other. We're gonna blow each other up. We're gonna hate each other. We're gonna stab each other in the back,
I
and
think
we're
that
just
most
gonna.
of these problems arise out of like cultural differences that come from religion and having very weird religious views like you. And there's no reason to go to Mars right now. If we were to take
I
every
haven't
single
mentioned religion not once.
yeah, you did when you talk about God, but when we talk about uh when we talk about like the population of Earth, we could pack every single human on Earth into the state of Texas, and it would be the same population density as
Yeah,
New York. We are not
yeah.
full. It's not
I'm a
full.
nomad, dude. I travel for a living. Trust me, I know how much space there is in this country, and it's like, why are all these guys hurtling towards Atlanta? Everybody goes towards the mass. No, there's a bunch of. I'm gonna go to the mountains and just be there for a few weeks and see what happens. People don't do that. People don't do that, and it's almost like we're stuck in the matrix or something, dude. And there's so many like all these hurdles that we got to overcome as a human race, so we could evolve or self-destruct. That
Okay,
is,
but
it's called.
the whole evolution thing, you start breaking up with your friends when you start talking about that. So I
No,
just think that
but this is the thing.
I think that if you were not religious at all and you looked at Trump's behavior and his character flaws, you would be the last person voting for him. But given some sort of weird doctrine of Christianity or whatever,
No,
people decide
God
against
sits
that.
outside religion, you know? Remember that God doesn't sit inside of the religion. He's outside of religion. So anything that's religion is matrix, borderline devilish, the borderline antichrist. Uh, God is beyond religion. Religion has nothing to do with God. Religion is just how we operate.
If you
How
believe
most
in
people
a
operate.
higher
I don't.
power and a magical being that created everything, that is a doctrine. That is a unfounded claim that we see no evidence for anywhere.
Okay.
You just have this like belief because of where you were born.
Yeah, but some people just probably put off less than what they know. You could you could be told that, but throughout the years of you yourself experiencing yourself, you could describe it differently. You could translate it differently. Okay, maybe this is talking about me. Maybe I'm the one who's supposed to make my own world.
Yeah,
I'm
we
supposed to
don't
make
need
my own.
to look at books that were written thousands of years ago and try to like subjugate meaning out of them because I don't think that's very helpful. So there's a thousand ways you could decipher one translation or another in a holy book and make it mean different things, and that's how we came about having and justifying slaves and child marriage and all of that stuff. I think it's completely worthless.
What? But nothing really is worthless, is it?
I, I, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, like there's got to be some use to even the most worthless thing. There's got to be a little uh sun ray. It's like, oh, it's not all bad.
I think that people use it to cope with life. I think the most vulnerable people in the most vulnerable positions in life are preyed upon by religious masses and are told these things so that they could deal with life through superstition. But I think that the difference between me and a religious person is whenever I'm dealt with a problem, I don't go and think I'm going to go do telepathy and pray to a god or a magical being to ask for help. I try to look at objective ways in real life to fix it.
Yeah, but that magical being is me, is myself. So ultimately, I know what I'm doing. I know what I have to do and what I don't have to do. Because sometimes not doing something is way better than doing something.
I don't know if you said much there, man. I don't know what you're saying.
Well, for example, I mean, you're talking about religious groups and all these things. Yeah, they could do whatever they want. You let them. What they're not gonna kill you. They're not gonna.
Do you have that? Do you have that feeling with Iran?
I have the feeling with. No, I don't. I don't have no type of feeling like that because we're ended the war. The war's over.
Says who? What?
You'll see. You'll see.
What do you mean you'll see?
That's it. It was done.
It's not done.
The snake was cut at the head. So if
is the Strait of Hormuz closed or open?
He said it. He just said it like yesterday.
He said it 3 weeks ago.
Okay, then that's on them. We can't. That's it. The war is still over. It's over.
It's not over. We still have a naval presence. We still, we just ditched another round of negotiations with them. Even though the great Jared Kushner was the one being sent to do that. I don't know what the fuck he's doing negotiating on our behalf, but he's just Trump's son-in-law. I don't know why the fuck he's doing all this.
Who do you think it should be? Who do you think it should be?
Marco Rubio, Secretary of State.
Yeah, but Rubio's busy doing other stuff too, remember?
Like
he's got a country that's been under freaking bondage for 50+ years, dude. He's got to figure that out.
What does he got to figure? Dude, the number one problem for the whole world is the Strait of Hormuz. The number one problem, no matter where you are on Earth, is the Strait of Hormuz.
Yes, but remember that sometimes, the little guy matters too.
Okay. Do you mean the people that Trump stripped medical and Social Security from and food stamps? Those are the people he needs to help? Are the people, the veterans that he kicked out of homes?
Because it's like a Band-Aid, dude. It's because, guess what? I'm from there. I was born there. And it's like, dude, how can you just sit here for 50 years believing a lie? Okay, now we got to fix this, right? It's going to hurt a little bit.
What was bleeding? What are you talking about?
Dude, Cuba's been Fidel's regime. Fidel Castro was a thing. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
That guy was real, dude.
There's a lot of countries like Cuba. Do we need to go spend multiple billions of dollars to do that?
No, we need to, yes, that's exactly what we should do.
What happened to America first, man?
This is America first, because that's America's job.
Every side quest on Earth is now America first, but not Ukraine.
America's job should be to protect the world.
I didn't know that because y'all were screaming America first for like a whole year and a half before the election.
Okay, because you have to take care of America first, dude. Are we good? Can we do this?
Can you tell me? Can you tell me a thing that is like if we were to defund Ukraine, what's a thing Republicans would introduce to America that would add to the life of these people?
Probably not let Vladimir just desolate the whole country.
I don't think you listened to my question. If we were to defund Ukraine, because that's what you guys wanted I debated y'all for a year and a half. You guys wanted no more money to go to Ukraine because you wanted America first. You want to spend money here, but it turns out that Trump bankrupted the United States too.
It's not because of that. It's because of this. Remember, every time they sign a deal, it comes with their own separate set of conditions and all these negotiations, right? So if we have a date, okay, Ukraine, let's figure this shit out, right? And
it was day one.
Dude, come on.
It was day one. The answer is The answer is we could give people health care, we can give people food, we give people housing or something here, education, we can invest in all of that. Trump has done the opposite. He has bankrupted all of those things for us.
Because no, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
There's no way we're out of money.
What's the debt right now?
There's always going to be a debt, right?
Okay, that's not what I asked.
I don't know, dude, like 30 trillion? I don't know.
It's like 37, 39 trillion. What's our GDP? It's like 27 trillion.
I want to say, how much?
27.
Okay, so we're outputting, we owe more than we're outputting, is that what you're saying?
And the debt accumulates, and it's accumulating more and more. Every year we have an interest rate on this debt, and our credit score has gone down twice since Trump has been in office.
I know.
So that's why.
Okay. It's not Trump's fault, man.
Do you know what insolvent means? Yes, it is. He is 25% of this country's debt. Trump alone.
He's just a vain
Trump by
old
himself.
Man. He's a vain old man. He's like Odin in the Thor movie. He's old, but he's old and he's not, you know.
He's doing the same thing he did with all of his companies, and he's bankrupting them. He has no like set plan, like this is how much money we're going to spend this year and that's it. No, he's constantly pushing for more and more and more, and he's gutting social programs and taking food and medicine from people so they can bomb people.
Okay,
he cut $1 trillion in Social Security and gave $1 trillion in tax cuts to the top 5%.
Yeah, but all this information has been verified. I mean, all this information, there was a bunch of money that was just disappearing through the cracks, bro.
What are you talking about?
That's why he hired Elon to figure out, hey, what's happening with...
Dude, Elon Musk and Doge cost us more than he cut. Did you know that?
No, that's impossible.
It's literally true.
Dude, I have the emails. I'm a member. I have the charts. What do you mean? The money's just sitting there. Like, this money sits there all the time. Supposedly, no. People are using that money. Fat cats are getting rich everywhere, and then we're just gonna blame it on one guy.
Yes.
He was already rich.
No, Trump has doubled his wealth last year. Elon Musk has more than doubled his wealth last year. They got rich off of cutting all of these federal agencies out from our government that were investigating Elon, that were making Elon's life hard with regulatory standards and investigations on his part in the Ukraine-Russian war. None of it was good. No, that's not good. We need to check these people.
That's America. That's how America is, dude. We protect our own, dude. Like,
he's not American.
Okay, but he is for America.
No, he's not. He's for himself.
He's the number one for America.
He is for himself. He has fucked up America. He has cost us more money than he saved us.
Okay, can I tell you something without you getting maybe too deep into it? You got to remember, you don't believe in God, and God is not like a thing like, oh, I'm gonna believe or not. Dude, he's real, dude. So he would connect gaps for you that sometimes we think they're missing, but they're not. The gap is not common sense, but more like a merciful relationship.
The difference between you and I is I require proof to believe in an idea, and you don't.
Also.
No, you don't. You're just saying wait, believe. Just wait.
Listen, everybody is different. I'm different. You're different. You're a great guy. Everybody is different. I require fucking. I'm a fucking douche, dude. You don't know me. Trust me. I require evidence. Maybe I have evidence. Who knows? Maybe
if you had evidence of a God, you could write a book, be rich. But nobody has it.
I will write that book. But for now, I'm just vibing, talking to you, and I'm not gonna stress who is doing things that are apparently evil, because they're not evil. Evil is evil. Bad is bad. You can make a mistake. You can make many mistakes. But intentions is everything, dude. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not. It's America first. America takes care of the world. and the world heals because the world has always looked up to America.
The world is suffering because of America and gas prices. Literally, people are
Yeah, because
dying
of
because oil is too expensive. There are people that die to the thousands every day because oil is now too expensive.
because of lies.
Because of
Because
Trump.
we lied to each other
Because of
throughout the
Trump.
ages, and it's like, hold on, before we get to Trump, it's like, why do we need oil again? We could have been doing this shit a long time ago with electricity.
Yeah, dang.
Just
I
for the
wonder. I
fact,
wonder which party is pushing for that, dude.
at some point somebody fucked up, and then it's like we fixed those mistakes. Let's at least fix those. Let's correct those things.
Trump is still doing
Like,
it. He's still cutting programs. He's doubled electricity bills for people. He's stopping windmills from being built. He's just saying they cause whales cancer and all this baseless bullshit.
have you been to a windmill field, like an open field just full of windmills?
Wind turbines.
Yeah, it's impressive, dude. There, it's like, whoa, this much space. I think they're overrated. I think it takes more to just set it up than what you're gonna get out of it.
It's not true. They are net carbon efficient in like 5 to 10 years. They pay for themselves, man.
Okay, I'm not an expert in that, you know. But we could have been like shifted our focus to like maybe lesser tens frequencies and figured more things out.
Okay, but Trump doesn't do that. He doesn't believe in global warming. He doesn't believe in alternative energies because his best friends are all oil people. He has gutted all of that for us.
Too. He's got young friends now too. He's got old friends because he's an old cat. But he also hired and did all these like out of the box ideas, which is like
they're just loyalists. They're not smart. They're not brilliant people. There's a drunk Fox News host running the Department of War. There's Linda McMahon, who's in charge of the WWE, in charge of our schools and our education. There's Phelan has now been fired from the Navy, which he was a guy who ran a like 4-person company. There's Kash Patel. He's out. Soon. He's a drunk. He was a public defender, completely unqualified. JD Vance, he was in the Senate for less than 2 years. He's never done anything with his life besides write a book. Why? Who's qualified?
I think Marco Rubio and Trump are a good team, and JD, he's just there. Like, who is that guy?
So Marco Rubio is your guy. Like Marco Rubio, months ago or years ago in 2019, he was screaming to the high heavens how we need to fund Ukraine, and then he went with Trump, who wants to defund Ukraine, who's Putin's like best friend.
Well, Marco Rubio is gonna be like a clone of Trump, I believe. Just noticing how he is, he's gonna be a clone of Trump, a shadow of Trump. But
in what way?
Evolved. He's gonna be evolved. He's smarter than Trump. He's younger. All these things, and he's a better politician, of course. So we're good on that.
He's spineless. He's spineless. He has dumped all of his beliefs. Same with Vance. None of them have anything that they stand for. They're just for Trump, whatever Trump does.
No. I don't know about Vance. Vance just came out of nowhere, like a Joker card, like fucking wild, like a wild.
Let me help you out with that. Do you know who Peter Thiel is?
No.
Peter Thiel is a tech billionaire. He's also one of the richest people on earth. He's also deeply fascist and problematic, and he has bankrolled Vance's political career.
Hey, can I say something right here on air real quick, which is like, because it's gonna be like unbelievable. It's not really unbelievable. It's just like I might not get a chance. The other day I called the White House, like it was about 2 p.m. when the shooting happened. Before the shooting happened, like hours before. Dude, I felt like I was in a trance or something, and I felt compelled to call the White House and like try to talk to somebody, like, hey, how does this work, or like, can I help? I don't know. It felt weird, dude. And fucking hours later, the whole shooting thing is like, whoa, wait a minute. Is this a cyber attack? What is this that's going on that I'm picking up on?
I don't know how to help you with that. I don't know what to say, man. There's people who have Trump tattoos, and maybe that saved them from getting hit by a car one day. I don't think there's any real meaning behind that.
hold on, because remember, Elon Musk is our guy, dude. Elon Musk, he's like borderline a nerd. What does he gain from anything? He's a rich
He's
nerd,
gotten
and he's
double
good.
his wealth, dude. What do you mean? What has he gained?
Yeah,
He
but
was
that's
worth like
fucking.
200 billion. Now he's worth 700 billion.
You really think he cares about that money? That money is
Yes.
probably invested in something else already.
What?
If you really check up on Elon Musk, he doesn't really have that much money, dude. He's worth a lot, but everything is already.
It's
Those
in
watches are expensive,
stocks.
bro.
He's worth a lot because of stocks.
Right. He does something that I can't comprehend his technique, which is okay. I applaud him that. But when he says something, it's for a reason. So we shouldn't be worried about none of it. AI is our concern. AI, artificial intelligence, should be our really red flag, our neon flag. You know, our kids are tremendously gonna be impacted by our decisions.
I don't trust anybody that's doubled their wealth since the presidency while the entire world's economy has tanked. I don't think they have our best interest in mind.
Um, again, again, he sleeps in the warehouse, dude.
I don't care, dude. I
What
don't
do you
care.
mean?
He's a fascist.
He's just a guy that's a workaholic. And
No,
again,
he's a guy who has a grudge against his daughter who's trans, and he's gone against every liberal party in every part of the world with all of his money because of it.
maybe it's the other way around. Maybe because she's his daughter, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna accept this. Wouldn't that help him?
No, he's spoken out against this.
No, probably manipulated AI.
What are you talking
It's
about? He says
serious.
that his son is dead. He grieves his son. He says that he will never get over the fact that liberalism took his son.
Well, remember I told you workaholic. A workaholic is like a drug addict, but for work. That guy's working for
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
So
know,
people who care about chasing money over anything else, you don't see a problem with that.
okay, over choosing money or because think about it. It's not like he's robbing anybody, dude. He's making rockets land on their own, and they're
Dog, we pay for those. Did you know that? $8 million a day?
cheaper. Yeah, we pay for those way less because of him. Like he
No, no, no,
figured out a
no.
way to make it cheaper.
He is getting them made cheaper, but we're paying for all of that.
Because we want stuff in space, right? Don't we? I don't know.
You speak for yourself.
What do
I
you
would
mean?
rather some of my fellow United States citizens to eat. I would rather that. I
Then
don't
you're
give a
more
fuck about
religious
him
than
flying
any
in
of us.
space.
Then you're really more religious than any of us. Because think about it. Then what's the bigger picture then?
I don't see how that makes me religious if I just care for people.
Right, but is he not caring for people? That's what you're saying.
No, he's not.
How many of like funds, the foundations does he have? Like, does he give any money away to the poor? I'm sure he does, bro. I'm sure he
He
gives
backed
millions of
the
dollars away,
far
bro.
right part. Do you know who the ADF is?
You know what it is, dude? That sometimes Chico, the eyes don't lie. You can tell a person. You can even from the first glance, it's like, okay, he might be all right. You know, you could just tell a person, yeah, they're doing
Was
the
it
same thing.
before or after the Nazi salute that you made that decision?
Dude, that was awkward. That was awkward because it was so fucking awkward that he had no choice but to do something fucking awkward like that, bro. Like, yeah, there you go, a Nazi salute, you fucking dork. That's what happened because, bro, you're standing in front of the whole world, right? And you're a nerd. What are you gonna do?
Not a
You can't
fucking
do nothing.
Nazi salute. What?
Yeah, that was borderline fucking there,
You
right?
know that he backs the Nazi party of Germany, right? Financially?
Was- I thought he's young though.
And that makes
He
it
he wasn't
okay?
he wasn't alive back then when Hitler was doing his thing.
So he just doesn't know any better and we do?
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
You and I know better. We're younger than him, right?
Yeah, but are you saying that he gave money to Hitler?
No, he backs the far right party of Germany. He gives speeches for them.
Yeah, that's probably his thing, dude. Everybody's gonna have their thing. You
Their
gotta remember,
thing. Oh my god.
everybody's gonna have a defect of character, bro.
Oh
You're
man,
not
that
gonna
is a
find the person.
huge defect. If you're a Nazi, you're probably not a good guy, man.
Okay, so let's say I was the best guy in the fucking world. Let's say I was God himself, but I'm gay and I fucking smoke fucking meth, for example. So now because I'm gay and I smoke meth, I'm not the great guy no
I
more.
don't think being
Or
gay has anything to do with good, bad, right, or wrong. That's a weird take, but
it
I think,
could,
okay,
it
how
could.
so?
What do you mean how so?
How
People
would being
perceive
gay
it
make
that
you a
way.
bad person?
If somebody points it that way and enough fools follow him, yeah.
You can't, can you be convinced to be gay?
I couldn't convince of anything because I already have my own ideologies and my own like
When did you
ideas
choose to
and
be
not.
straight?
It depends on like on how I'm feeling. It depends on that personality that night. No,
Dude,
I'm
this
just
is
kidding.
weak, dude. This is weak.
Yeah, I'm not. I know. You know, you went there, bro. Like, I'm sorry. But yeah,
I
dude.
listen. I gotta kick you. Someone paid to kick you. All right. Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Georgia W. Georgia's in the chat. In fact, I take it back. Don't have a good one. Georgia, thank you. W. Georgia's everywhere. MAGA, do you not hear your fellow MAGA people talking and just think to yourself, like, what am I doing? Why are these the people you stand next to in a Trump rally? Yeah, I got you, Georgia. When MAGA goes, we won the popular vote. These are the people that voted alongside you. Good fucking god. God damn it.
$40. It's crazy, bro. Why do you even have that as an option?
I don't know, man. To pay my bills.
So many liberals do that. Please, can you donate $20 so I can kick the gas, please? Sad. It's sad. If you guys had the truth on your side, you wouldn't be so afraid.
I don't know what that means, but do you think that guy was really getting anywhere?
Well, I wasn't here. I didn't know that there was even a guest recently.
Yeah. Anyway,
Your side psychotic. So there's that.
how so?
How many times have they tried to assassinate Trump now?
The most inflammatory, disgusting person on earth?
So it's justifiable.
No, but I just
Why did you say that part then?
because obviously, if you're a inflammatory, divisive figure, you're gonna have enemies, especially for protecting the Epstein
Yeah,
files.
but there's a lot of people on your side that I would categorize as the same, but I have no desire, and I don't know anyone on my side that has a desire to end the life of people on your side. Your side thinks like that because they're psychotic.
I don't agree with you. So your side carries it out more often. Ours are just more
Your
prolific.
side calls for it, though. Hassan Piker literally has called for it. He's been specific with who. He has said, yeah, we want the streets to be covered in the blood of.
W Infectious, thank you for the $40. Infectious says something extremely profound. Infectious says, fuck RC. Chat, if you're trying to help me pay my bills, rent is coming up, all right? And being a liberal grifter that I am, the only means of income is y'all. So if you guys want to help me pay my bills. This is a cry for help, a gentle cry. Oh boy.
Hey,
Hello.
I want to talk about the same topic, the assassination attempt. All I ask though, Pickles, is you don't mute me, don't talk over me, and don't kick me. You got respect my boundaries, please respect. But you guys need to respect my boundaries.
You owe me $50.
Yeah, we can negotiate. I know what you're talking. We can negotiate. I'm familiar. I remember it was about the war. Am I correct? In Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's stay on topic. Respect my boundaries and stay on topic. My boundaries, because you guys like to talk about boundaries and therapy and setting boundaries, so I'm going to set my boundaries right now. So yeah, just respect my bound. But yeah, so are you a lunatic conspiracy theorist that thinks that this was staged and fake, or are you actually reasonable and logical? You know that it was real.
I don't have the means to justify it being fake, but I think that Trump has done a lot of lying to where I don't blame my fellow people that have their doubts. And I also think it's very weird that the number one thing that came out of this assassination attempt was an ask for a ballroom from every single Republican in a top rank.
Wow. So basically, the basically what you said is that you know it was real, but you're willing to entertain the delusions of some of your more radical party. That's exactly what you're saying. You're not going to go against them and put them in their place. Is what you're doing.
Do you think that people have opinions on whether or not Trump released the Epstein files?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Do you think that somebody could be, without political leaning, upset with that?
That's possible. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because it's such a serious topic. Absolutely.
That was the number one reason in his manifesto.
Have you read the manifesto? Are you sure about that? I don't want to misquote or misinterpret
According
something.
to what I heard on 60 Minutes, seems like the gist.
Okay, yeah, I need to look into that. I seen that the manifesto. Erica actually spoke about it last night, but I haven't read it myself, so I don't want to take somebody else's word for it. That's why I'm saying that you may be making a small mistake by not reading it yourself and taking someone else's word for it.
I don't think we have
You know.
access to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if. Yeah, I just knew that Erica spoke about it a little bit yesterday, so I don't know the full manuscript. But
So that
yeah,
they usually don't release manifestos just in case somebody else feels empowered by it and tries to carry
yeah,
out the same
exactly.
thing.
You don't want to inspire more lunatics. But yeah, I'm just glad that overall that you deep down inside, you know it wasn't staged or faked or designated or scripted or controlled.
I
But you're
also
not
don't think
going
it's a radical thing to feel that way. Do you? Do you think that there's an amount of messaging that our side did to radicalize this person? No. I think that alone, the fact that Trump has made zero investigations and zero arrests on the Epstein files has made this person feel this way.
No, the first half of what you said is exactly what happened. Your side is radicalized people because people like Pickles and Parker and Dean and Johnny and Erica, they say things and then those words spread. So Pickles, for example, say the dude who did this didn't listen to you directly. He could have heard from somebody who was a fan of you. You know what I mean? And so those words spread.
Who's the president known for mean tweets?
Are you referring to Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah. You guys are jumping for joy when it's your side.
I think
But when it's our side.
Well, but even like you just, yeah, but what you.
Marika, thank you so much for the cake. We love you, Marika. We love you. Thank you. Do we have any more supervillains that want to jump up on the stream? Smoochy Badoochies. Thank you. Chat, if you haven't done so, go ahead and follow me on my main account or on this account if you haven't done that. My main account is dark_pickles. Even though I think Rich Poor is funny. I have a soft spot for Rich Poor. Guys, that thing I do with my lips, if I had bigger lips, you'd understand what that was, but that's me being wildly disappointed. How we doing, chat? I don't know why Political Mom was flagged so hard. She's the nicest person ever. Dude, straight jacket toxic. Dude, he's nice to me. Maybe I bring out the nicer part of people. Maybe I just bring out that. And some people. But I will not for a second let Republicans come up here and tell me how our side is more violent. I have had literal people almost daily come up here and physically threaten me. I think I had 2 yesterday. Like, give me a break, dude. Give me a break. I don't know why he annoys me so much, like an annoying brother or cousin kind of way. Yeah. What's your profile picture, Fuzzard?
Was that a mosquito? That's Donald Trump in a prison outfit being eaten by a dinosaur.
Oh, nice.
Donald Trump is me at No Kings. Literally, I'm dressed as him at No Kings.
Oh,
just running
sick.
up and down the street. Yeah, so I'll probably change it back to me. But I do want to tell a story about a live I was just in. Do you know Montana? I don't know.
I don't. I've heard Montana before.
Yeah, you probably heard from me. Anyways, I'll tell you that story in just a minute. But can I just say, I do not want to hear about Biden tripping on stage anymore, because do not tell me. And if you have not seen it, Donald Trump fell his ass over. All right. He fell his ass over, and it took 4 Secret Service people to pick his ass up. Oh, they told me to get down. No, your ass fell over. What, do you want me to play it?
I'm just looking at your profile picture.
But yeah, that's me. That's one of those blow up dinosaur things eating my head, walking down the streets of Bangor, Maine.
MAGA's running the media now. A lot of the stats have changed. It looks like we're more violent. I think like the uptick this last year or two, they can make a case for it. But I think that they're also just like hyper focusing, like the events also that were tracked by organizations by like ADL, which is owned by Israel. They, I'm sure, have every reason in the world to turn this around.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that image there was pulled up by oh shit. It's a national group, starts with M. The Muffler Group Media. No. God, I brain fart a lot. It's a national. They're on TikTok. Brian Brosnan. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Midas?
Why can't I?
Midas touch?
Midas. Thank you. Yes, Midas. The chat totally blew up. Yeah, Midas. Show that image.
I love Midas touch.
They are funny. Like the entire chat, everyone in this live got it except for I brain farted on Midas.
If we could just trap MAGA in a room for 2 weeks and make them watch Midas touch, I feel like that would deconstruct a majority of them.
The Lincoln Group.
Dude, and then Lincoln Project.
Yeah, Lincoln Project, yeah. And the friggin' Lego. The Lego shit. That stuff is funny. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, they're what they call it, slopaganda.
Yeah.
I like
there's
it.
A few of them, but yeah, that is one.
Matt Raid, yo, thank you for the raid, Matt.
I've never been on a Matt live. Have you?
I haven't.
I don't really know. I don't. We've never really talked. I don't think, but I do watch his lives.
The Trumpification camps. I don't know if we should be saying that, but I can still avoid dreams about it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I speak it out loud, and I can tell you, I have opinions about a lot of things that probably shouldn't be said out loud, but I do feel like they should be said. I'm not going to ruin your life by it. I ruin enough of my own.
Thank you,
Oslo
everyone, from the
next.
Matt Raid. Isn't that just college? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oslo, what's up, bub? Get up here, Oslo. You don't have to.
I love me
Just
some
do it.
Oslo. I haven't talked to Oslo in a while.
Matt, me raid. Yo, thank you so much for that. Thank you for the raid, Matt. Get up here.
So there's been a couple questions. I will make a video. I avoided it. About I don't know. You can ask Manda. You guys ask Manda about it. Ask Manda about why I'm not on our show anymore, and she'll tell you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. What's up, Matt? How have you been?
What's up, man? How's it going? How's it over in Picklesville? And how you doing? You getting some ops? What's going on?
Yeah. There's like, do you ever watch Dragon Ball?
A little bit. It's been a long time now. I'm dating myself, but yeah, a little bit.
I consider these people the Ginyu force of MAGA, like RC, rich, poor. Who else? I've had the usuals that have been kicked out of every. Only thing we're missing is like Liam.
Liam.
Oh, Liam. He's been making rounds.
Yeah, I think he's been kicked from every. He's been kicked from every.
Every 6 months he shows back up. Hey, I'm back.
We had like I don't know, I would say like 12. There's one point we had about 1,200 people, and then between the tube and TikTok and just nobody just decided to quit because I was like, we're not getting anybody. So just ridiculous these days.
This is who I consider all those people to be part of. This is the Ginyu force, dude.
Yes, that's it. That's it right there.
You mean Dale Gribble? Yeah, Liam, dude.
I can't believe my life has come to me being on a live with what I'm watching right now. The image you're showing me. This is my life right now.
Dude, so I went to an event. It was like a movie premiere with Andrew Scott Bell. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's an awesome. He does the score for movies. He does the orchestration for movies, and he brought me to movie premiere, and I got to meet the guy who did all of the music for Dragon Ball GT and all of the American movies.
Really?
Yeah,
that's so cool.
And I got his card too. He's like, "I'll make you something." He's like, "I fucking hate Trump."
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know who I wouldn't mind meeting? I wouldn't mind meeting Falconer. The one that did all the scores for like the Cell games.
Oh, that'd be tight.
That was the baddest ass music they ever had.
Show the card. I'm not going to show his card. I'm holding it right now, though. But
yeah, can't blow him up like that.
Yeah,
Come on.
no.
By the way, this is my first time. I'm gonna say I'm fangirling a little bit over you, Matt. I watch you guys all the time.
Oh, thanks, man.
I've known Nemo for a hot minute, and I followed him in there one night a long while back, and I started following you immediately. And I love what you do, brother. You do great work.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind. I thank you. Just doing the same thing we're all doing, or we're all trying to do. Just talking to these.
Hey,
these
while
fools.
I got you here as a mod for Pickles here, I am going to say one thing. You need to discuss with him how to get it so that panelists can talk to your phone people.
I know. Yeah, I need to route my sound. I need to route my sound to do that.
Dude, you can do that. That's dude. You're a tech guy. You're like me. You can do it. But are you using? I forget. Are you on PC or on Mac?
I'm on PC.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I mean, I'm using Mac, and I use a piece of software called Looper. But like Ari and Polly and them, they're doing it on PC, and they're using Voice Meter, Meeter.
Yeah,
and then that's the internal routing software. That's pretty much all you need. It's pretty easy.
I have
you
something.
You can do it. Yeah.
So I have a software for my my soundboard, my XLR, and that's what I use. So if I added something on top of it, it would just be like a plate of spaghetti of sound equipment. But I'm sure there's a way to just do it with my native sound stuff.
There might be. Yeah, if you have internal audio routing, it's entirely possible. That's the one thing. One of the downsides with Mac, even though I do like it overall, and I've worked on both, and I used to work for Microsoft for a hot minute. But the thing that I don't like about Mac is their internal audio routing is not great, and they don't have like a native internal audio thing, which is one of the reasons why like internal audio won't play through OBS, right? And you have to set that up on Mac. Like you have to do a separate audio. So like it's a whole thing on OBS. I was like, oh, well, that's annoying, So that's one of the few things. But because of that, it's why a piece of software like Looper works really, really well.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah. But this is dumb, boring. Sorry, everybody. This is dumb, boring stuff.
Sorry, chat.
But
believe it or not, I'm trying to learn all this stuff because I'm trying to figure out how to do this stuff. So you guys are actually kind of educating a little bit.
Yeah, Oslo, exactly. That's exactly that's exactly how I do it. So that's how I do it. But the funny thing about this conversation is that it's actually about to be moot because I am about to be testing out Call-in Studio, which is the software that some of these other folks that do multi. Like, have you ever seen Ari and Jovan or somebody, like when they do lives together from separate places, so they get their video feeds, and they use what's called Call-in Studio, and I'm actually going to be trying that out also, and then that way you can have someone screen the calls as they come in, and the other person that you might be co-hosting with, or the mod, or whoever it might be, Fuzzer, like or somebody like that, they can also control. Like they can accept a call, they can dump a call, they can mute somebody, they can all those things, which I find to be really helpful. So we'll see.
I just Googled it. I will bookmark it.
I think the guys that do unapologetic atheist experience on Sundays, Blitz, Ian, and Justin, they use something really similar to that. So they can all three panel together, and they can have call-ins or people video conference in or whatnot, and it gives them a lot of control over how they have like everybody set up their images and everything.
Yeah, I mean it's a little new to me. Ari is definitely much more experienced with it because she's done a lot of these co-hosts with them. But I want to give it a try because it feels like kind of maybe the next step. It's a little bit of investment. It's a little more expensive, but I think it could be worthwhile. So, but that being said, I'm going to go to bed early tonight, and I'm gonna leave you guys alone to try to get some ops. But seriously though, friend, if there's ever anything that I can offer a hand with, technically or back and forth, like you can always shoot me a message anytime, bro. Okay,
For sure. I appreciate it. Thank you.
anytime. And,
Thank you for the raid.
Oh, dude, anytime. Always happy to send people over. And even though Nemo wasn't on with me tonight, we're always like, well, like Nemo will probably end up probably over there. So like, might as well. So it's always a good time. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll be down there listening. Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah, it was good
Take it
meeting
easy.
you, Matt.
All right, same guys. Bye bye.
Good night, Matt.
I might drop y'all real quick. I think I have a guest.
Yeah, I was
have.
gonna go in myself.
All
Good
right,
night.
smoochies. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not. I'm a friend of Matt's. So I was just coming up to say hi. I apologize. I did not mean to have you drop your other guys. I can
all right.
pretend to be one though.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Did you want to say something really quick?
Yeah, man. I watched you on the other live when you were doing on your other account. What happened? I was just like wondering like what are is this like an alt or like what happened to your other account?
So my main account, Pickles GGS, is banned permanently,
Oh
and
no.
my new main is now pickle or dark_pickles, and that has a 3-day ban that comes back tomorrow. So we're on here today.
Okay, yeah, I just came up to ask like what happened. But yeah, man, I appreciate what you do, and I'll drop down.
Anytime, dude. Take it easy. Brace yourselves, chat. Rob,
Hey, what's up?
how you doing, bub?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
All right, man. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, Trump doesn't suck.
Nuh-uh.
You suck by choice.
It's not nice.
Yeah, I seen you at a glory hole the other day.
Dude, what's up with you and those, man? Did you have an experience
No,
with a
all due seriousness. Trump's the best president we've had
by what metric?
by my metric. Like, my ruler can't. Yeah, whoever said something about Santana in the comments, I hope he's listening and he'll come up here and debate me too.
Rob, have you ever looked at another man and felt like a certain way that maybe you feel like you shouldn't?
No, I've had dudes look at me like, and they feel the way that they shouldn't.
Did it put a little pep in your step?
Yeah, I was hauling ass after they tried
That's
to
not what I mean. Like, it
grape
just
me
make you
in
feel.
the bathroom.
Did it make you feel good?
Being raped in the bathroom and the
That's
not
happened to you?
really. Well, my ex-girlfriend had a strap on that I wasn't a fan of. But
Tell me more.
Dude, we're getting all creepy here.
I'm just trying to figure out who is the man behind the profile picture. I just want to find out more about you.
Dude, I can only reveal so much. If you want to meet me in person and like get to know the real Rob, I'm in Atlanta.
All right. I don't know if I want to do
Just
that.
saying. But
If you're buying,
yeah.
maybe.
No, I am Trump supporter and I'm a stand-up comic like on the side. So
It must be way off to the side. Where is that?
it's at the Punchline in Atlanta. But I've been kicked out of every other comedy club for being too funny.
That's a thing. They do that.
Yes, they're jealous of me and they can't compete and they kick me out.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world. Yeah. But anyway, do you want to debate me politically or?
Lauren, did you want to say something?
No, please put me down.
Lauren, come back. I think she secretly had a crush on me. But anyway, let's get back to the topic.
Okay. What do you Why do you think Trump is the best president we've ever had? What
Well,
really?
for what he's
What's
doing in
really selling it for
Iran,
you?
for one thing, what he's doing in Iran,
Can you tell me about that?
and
What's he doing?
getting rid of the bad motherfuckers and bringing like bringing damn, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Yeah, he's freeing all the good people in Iran that want to live a normal life and want to get on with their day without being oppressed, and the women not having to cover their face and just only have 2 eyes cut out of their face. You know what I'm saying?
Is there like something you could point to that shows me that people are like a little more free than they were 7 weeks ago?
Well, they're not yet. We're still there.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think Trump can
And
do to change that?
well, he can change the whole culture.
What do you think he can do?
He can change the regime, and
How's that working out for him?
well, they're at the negotiating tables right now.
I don't think that's true.
I heard it on the news today. They're going to open the Strait of Hormuz, and
They're going to open it forever again?
but they're going to. But so far, they're going to charge people to go through, and that's unacceptable. So,
Donald Trump's lose-lose negotiations with Iran. Trump's not happy with latest Iran proposal to end the war. This is 3 hours ago. Iran war. Trump reviews peace plan. UN calls for Hormuz to reopen. Iran makes new offer to open Strait of Hormuz. Seeks to end U.S. blockade. None of this has happened. In fact, the people doing the blockade, the leader of the Navy, was just fired, and we've got a new guy coming in right in the middle of a war.
all right. Well, he wasn't doing his job. So
That's not the
fire his
case.
ass.
That's not what was
Yeah,
happening.
just
They were
like
just
in The Apprentice, he probably said, "You're fired."
so there's no evidence of him not doing his job. It's just I think there was a lot of infighting in the Pentagon.
Well, if he was doing his job, he wouldn't have been fired.
I think his job is
And the
just to
Strait of
literally.
Hormuz would have been opened.
I think his job is to literally just do what Trump says. I don't think he's doing anything on his own volition.
No, we control Congress. We control every aspect.
And every
government,
single economic metric you can point to is upside down since Trump has entered office. Every single one of them. That's not good, is it?
No, that's not true.
Okay, what economic metric can you point to that's good?
Farmers,
What about them?
There's more jobs for regular Americans that want to work.
Unemployment's up. Open amount of jobs is around 6 million, which is low from Biden's 10. He has not created any jobs. Last year, he created 0 private sector jobs. Fucking 0, which is pathetic.
Well, that has to...
Pathetic. That's really bad.
He's changing the whole mindset of the American people, because what the liberals want to do is just live off the government.
I think that's a red state thing. I think in the entire red states all across the United States, every one of them live off of Democrat taxpayer money. Every one of them.
How do you figure that? Where does that data come from?
I'll show you. There's a chart that shows every state in the country, and they mark it red or green. And this is what it looks like. So Ba-da-ba-dum. Look at that. You see that? What state are you in, Rob?
Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's actually one of the worst.
Okay, how do they know the political affiliation with who's living off the government?
So if your state is ran by a Republican governor and you're a majority Republican, you're in this chart, most likely you're red, meaning you receive more money than you pay to the federal government, meaning you are a drain on society. Every single fucking red state, even Texas now, is red. It's not green like this chart shows. You guys are a net drain on society.
I don't receive more money than I pay to the government.
Yes, you do. Your state does. So when it comes to schooling, when it comes to paying for Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, all of these programs, you guys pay less than you ask the daddy government to float your fucking bills every month,
How much
every year.
do we pay in state sales tax?
It's the same all the way around, isn't it?
No, we pay more.
Okay. The state sales
And-
tax that funds your state's programs like schooling and stuff, but they're also subsidized by federal programs. So it's still not enough because you guys are so bad in economics that it doesn't meet the requirements to run your state.
No, it's like welfare and food stamps.
That's only like 1% of the budget. You guys pay.
Y'all are living that y'all want to live off of.
That's
and
not
me
true.
myself, I could live off the wild if I wanted to. If I wanted to just leave my apartment and go set up shop in the woods,
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about
could survive.
the whole experiment of Georgia and running your budget, running a deficit or a surplus. You guys always run a deficit when it comes to all of these programs, and you need more money than you contribute. So California, they get 88 cents back for every dollar they send, meaning 20 cents on the dollar that they send goes to all of these red states to keep y'all afloat. So, and again, every single Republican still,
Yeah, I don't trust.
every single
I don't
Republican,
trust that graph.
what is your Republican
At
policy, right? Like your Republican policy never calls for an increase of taxes. It's always to reduce taxes, right? That's every single time Republicans run, it's to reduce taxes. Do you think that balances the budget?
No, what would balance the budget is if everybody would start aligning themselves with Trump's policies.
We would be even poorer. Trump has bankrupted the whole country, hasn't he?
Now, why are you even depending on the government?
I'm not depending on the government, but to keep
Okay, so
keep the
do you
doors
agree
open
with me
for your
and-
whole state to exist. You guys do nothing but cut taxes for yourselves, and you create a deeper hole for Democrats to fill. That's what I'm saying. You just cut taxes for yourselves. You don't see the value in paying taxes.
No, we use the they use the tax money here to build bridges and
Yeah, that because of Biden. Biden paid for that.
roads and everything else. Like taxpayer money should be used for.
Okay, so here's the number. Oh my God. So we subsidize 23 to 31% of your whole state's budget because you guys are always in debt. So like if your house, for instance, if your bills were $2,000, but you only make $1,000 a month, my state has to come and pay your fucking extra $1,000 every month. That's what your state does. And then your state also pushes for more tax reductions. So it's even worse. That's what Republicans do. That's how dumb y'all are.
Where does that happen? I don't know, because
That's what happens.
if
I'm
I don't
sorry.
pay my mortgage, then I'm out. Then I'm foreclosed.
Okay, what about schools?
I don't know what kind of.
I'm talking about schools. It's like schools, Social Security. all of this stuff, the people there are net takers in your state and in all of the red states. They're net takers. So it might not be you that might be a drain of society, which I could argue it is, or that you are. It is your whole state and your state's politics that allow for more of a deficit. You guys are worthless. You're net takers.
No, we're contributors. We're
That's not
survivors.
that's not what the budget says. You're net takers. You take.
Yeah, I don't trust your graph
Can you find me
any more that I can throw it.
Rob, do you have another device on? You have a phone?
I'm on my phone. This is my only device.
Can you, for God's sake, can you please?
Everything else just in my head.
Can you just get a glass of water, if anything? Just get a glass of water for us.
I'll do a shot of bourbon.
Of course you will.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so can we get back to the war in Iran?
I guess, but if you ever want to look this up, you just have to Google your state's name and then how much money do they get from the federal government versus how much they take. And if you just type that in yourself, the old Google machine will come back at you and say, "Hey, you're a drain."
How much do we get and how much do we take? What's the difference?
Yes, that's what you type.
What's the difference?
It's 20 to 30%.
Okay, I don't see our Governor Brian Kemp going to the federal government and taking money.
19 to 25 billion per year. That's sad, man. You guys are still having a hell of a go at it. I guess you'll just cut taxes again your next election, huh?
How is he just taking money from the government?
Because you're poor and you refuse to fix it because you'll never raise taxes.
We don't need to raise taxes.
Yes, you do, to balance the budget. Yes, you do.
We're self-reliant.
No, you're not. You rely on us every month.
What state are you in?
I'm in Texas. We're net takers too because of our stupid government.
No, your government shipped off the bad motherfuckers to the sanctuary states.
And those sanctuary states, those sanctuary states now have all of those people working, contributing tax dollars every year.
No, they're getting kicked out.
No, they get to stay there.
Back to where they need to be.
In sanctuary cities, they're chilling, they're working their jobs, they're not committing crimes, and they are paying taxes. And you guys just kick them out because you're stupid.
Sales tax, not income tax, and they're stealing Social Security numbers.
Every single one of those people that got on a bus that Greg Abbott kidnapped, they were legally present. Legal, right? If Greg Abbott had a bunch of illegal migrants on a bus and he didn't send them out of the country, why would you be happy he sent them to further in?
Why didn't he send them out of the country then?
I don't know. Because they were legally present, friend.
They were legally present?
Yes.
Like what?
Asylum seeker.
Oh, okay. I don't know what an asylum seeker is. Why don't you just go to immigration and apply for citizenship?
That's what they fucking did. And Greg Abbott tricked them on to getting into a bus, said they had jobs and homes waiting for them, and he sent them to Martha's Vineyard, he sent them to Chicago, sent them to Manhattan. And those people,
cool.
Yeah. And then he kept all of the federal money that blue states gave him to fund this type of thing, and he kept it.
You should be thankful for that.
No, because
in Texas.
I'm not thankful for that. He fucks up our economy.
No, it sounds like it helps.
It doesn't help because Texas is a net taker.
In Texas and stealing Social Security numbers, and
you don't have to steal a Social Security number if you are
bringing in if you're an asylee.
If you're an asylee, you are legally present. You get a worker's permit in 6 months, and then you start paying taxes in every single way. And that's why you see the chart where it shows New York being a big old juicy green, that's because we're not stupid.
No, y'all are a bunch of anti-Trump, anti-family, anti-God, anti-heterosexual, anti-anything that has to do with conservatism.
I think conservatism is brain rot, but yeah.
Yeah, so you go on thinking it's cool to just have trans dudes in women's sports, and you go on with your views and philosophies that nobody agrees with.
Across the whole nation, there were 5 trans people in college sports. 5. You're pathetic.
Yeah, well, that's 5 more than there should be.
I'm not so emotional that 5 trans people makes me vote for somebody who fucks up the entire economy
Well,
of
how
the
would
whole
you
world.
like it if your daughter lost to a trans dude in like a swimming competition, and then
It's not
gets
happening.
up there and
The
pops a boner
furthest
while
they've
he's
gotten
wearing
is
a
the furthest they've
swimming
gotten is
suit?
5th place. 5th place is the furthest they've ever gotten.
Oh, okay. I changed my mind. I agree with you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a
Yeah, I would love for my daughter to have to compete against somebody who might even have an advantage, because that's going to happen either way, whether it's a trans woman or a woman who was born with a 6'2" fucking wingspan. That's something she's going to have to work against. That's great. It's called competition.
All right. Yeah, this has been cool.
All right, go drink some water. Unfortunately, that's him sober. He took a shot right there, guys. He took a shot. Is the phone on? Yes. And we have missed some calls. I'm going to turn it back on. All right, phone line is back on, y'all. If you want to debate, call in on the phone line. The lip smacking, it killed me too, dude. Yeah, don't report the guests. No matter how much they suck. Do you think we got to him a little bit? Like, I feel like, Rob, if you're still there and you want to go on an adventure, just go do some Googling. See how it's a thing called insolvent. Which states are insolvent? He can't spell that. He comes up with saying the same crap. What's up, Jonathan? Chat, if you haven't done so already, this is my alt account. So give me a follow. My Cash App and PayPal are right here. If you're trying to send me love, this is the best way to do it. Bills are coming up. And if you want me to keep this beautiful basement of mine, you'll donate $5 to the stream. Or if you want Pickles to have her delicious duck treats. In fact, I will give her a duck treat right now if we... I don't know. What should I do? Like a galaxy for a ducky treat? Like a minimum dono for a ducky treat? That'd be fun. He puts his phone in solvent instead. The universal solvent. Amanda with a galaxy, let's go! Alright. Do you guys want me to give Pickles a treat? We just got a galaxy, let's go. A big shout out, guys. These were on my Amazon wish list, which you can find in my link tree. And if you want to buy Pickles treats, they're on there. We're gonna give her a duck treat. She's so sweet. I am debating. Eat that treat. Eat that treat, baby girl. She has good taste. She just eats so gingerly, so sweetly. But the link tree on my other account. Choo choo choo. Pickles is a dog. She's a Schnorky. Chat, if you are MAGA and you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. Otherwise, we're going to watch Pickles eat. She doesn't talk dirty to her treats like I've seen you do with tacos. What I would do for some tacos right now. I would do unforgivable things for tacos. Yeah. Yeah. That made her night. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing good. Are you what do you like about Trump?
So I personally think that Trump is what I would call the architect of harassment, and he's going to destroy industrial society. And as an accelerationist, I think that's good.
Oh, you're an accelerationist.
Yeah, and I think Trump is, I think he's going to raise the city of Thule from the ocean, and he's going to really get things going once he does that.
What do you expect to see come out of something like that? Like, I assume most accelerationists are like far left, and they think that somehow magically we're going to be socialist or communist at the other end. What do you think is going to happen?
So I think we're going to like destroy everything, and after that, we're going to have like this super base society. But like we got to destroy things first.
What makes you think it's going to be based?
So there's this mod for Hearts of Iron called The Fire Rises, and it really inspired me. So I just been like into politics and stuff ever since,
What makes you think that after all is said and done, first of all, that you're even going to be alive when it's quote unquote over? Or second of all, what's going to be good? Like, what makes it assure you that it's going to be good? So, like, we can look at other countries that have experienced similar downfalls, and instead of them just having this like immediate reset, they're just in a perpetual state of authoritarianism or poverty or just disgusting conditions.
So if we break enough BMW windows, we can have Rome again. So really the question is, you know, how many BMW windows do we have to break before Rome comes? But also, like, what kind of Rome is it going to be? Like, it's going to be the early Republic, right? It's going to be like the late Republic. Are we going to have Caesar, right? Are we going to have like the three emperors? See, I think Trump is more of like he's like a Julius Caesar type. If you really look at it, you can definitely see. Oswald Spengler, he wrote that there was going to be a man who would like be the man that like begins the age of Caesars. He's going to lead the West through its twilight years and lead the world empire. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think if you look into Trump's eyes, you can kind of see that.
I think when I look into Trump's eyes, it's like looking into the eyes of a bird, and there's literally nothing there.
Well, that's the thing though, right? When you're that kind of man, like you're kind of like are you familiar with the writings of Carl Jung?
No.
Okay, so basically people they embody like archetypes, right? But some people they embody the archetype of like entire national ethos. And so you got to keep that in mind. Trump is kind of like the ethos of Faustian civilization. And you can actually tell, he's playing them all. He's playing it. He read the works of Mike Ma. He read harassment architecture, right? And after he did that, he kind of got this idea in his head. He was like, I'm gonna pretend to be this like billionaire, like neocon, and then I'm just gonna start fucking everything up, right? So he's like fucking everything up. He's gonna like nuke everything, right? And then all that's gonna be left is like Anglo Protestants, and he's gonna try and like create this like empire, you know? That's kind of what he talks about.
What
That's why
kind of
like
nukes
you gotta listen,
like discriminate by religion and ethnicity?
well, the kind of nukes that do that, they're the ones that are just targeted in places, like that they're not in.
Yeah,
That's
but can
that's
you
why
name
people
a
say
country
Trump is a
that?
racist because he would only nuke the places that aren't Anglo-Protestant. You know.
I don't think there are places that are that homogenous, man.
Well, that's the thing. He's going to nuke them, and then there's going to be places that are homogenous. Come on, man.
I can see why you blocked her number.
I'm sorry. Say again.
I can see why you blocked your number. I can't entertain this any longer, but I hope you have a good night and stick to video games, all
Wait.
right?
Before you go, I've got one more thing to say to you.
All right.
Okay. I think Trump and Biden are the same person. Okay, and they're playing you like a fiddle. You got to look in the eyes, man. That's why Biden looks like he's a mask because he's actually Trump, and that's why Trump wins even if he loses, but Biden loses if he loses. So Trump's always going to come out on top.
That's deep. I
That's just kind
appreciate
of the
it.
thing.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one. I want his drug dealer's phone number. Finkelstein. uh What's up? What's up, Sarah? How does it not phase you when I say that Trump made 0 jobs last year? How does it not phase you? How does that not make you go, that's not right? And then Google it and you go, oh. How does it Like, I've been saying it for like a week now, and nobody has given me like even close to that response. Like you're a liar. That's misinformation. Like, dude, none of that. They're just like, yeah, that sounds right. So what? Guests on YouTube are pretty quiet. I think you should call in guests. Okay. Let me. System sound. Audio output capture. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Trump's keeping me in a job. The only person who's gotten a job out of this is me. All right? I've gotten a job. And I'm still not happy. Guess okay, thank you so much, Shelby. I think I just fixed it. Hopefully. Maybe. I'm a therapist, so weirdly, I feel like MAGA is my job security. Dude, I literally went to get a therapist last year, and my therapist was MAGA. So I would like want to come off of stream and do therapy and be like, here's the torture I endured today. And she'd be like, we just want somebody to do better with the economy. All right. How did you end up with only MAGA therapists that's ever existed? You would think, as a therapist, and you've literally got to have somebody like LGBTQ as a patient. And as they're venting about an entire administration perpetuating hate and vitriol toward you, to not be like, gee, that does sound awful. I shouldn't partake. No, they don't. Oh my God, dude. I've actually made a doctor's appointment with a literal nun. Oh man. Even nuns. Like, what? He grab him by the pussy. You'll feel better. I've changed psychiatrists when I saw mine's Trump mug. Oh no. God, I mean, that's horrible. How the fuck? Like, that means that literally when they hear someone like that, they think it's unfounded. They're just like, listen to this person who's gay, you know? And there's like, they need to toughen up. Like, that's what their internal dialogue is. It has to be. I've changed husbands for less. That's what I tried to do. So like my first one, I was like, hey, so because of what I do for my job, like I really want a therapist who's the same political leanings as me. And then they started to espouse like, well, I don't know why that would matter. You know, I think yada, yada, yada. And then you're like, hold on.
Good afternoon.
What's up, Zira? How are you?
Hi. Good, how are you?
I am doing way good.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that because the topic, I actually want to whinge about that for a minute, if
Mm-hmm.
that's okay with
Please.
you. So, when, what year would it have been? It would have been 2025, I reckon. I got my first official job as a journalist with a media outlet, simply because of all the work I was doing when it came to Israel and Palestine, right? And I was hired to do a lot of foreign correspondence. Now, it was extremely traumatic. So I was getting therapy at the same time. And you know what irritates me the most is, as a journalist, right? Like if we're doing like news reporting, we're expected to be objective. We're expected to get like both sides of the story, which look, I do agree with. I think we have to have a very balanced way of how we give information, because otherwise you go too far one way, you're spreading propaganda. You go too far the other way, you're creating moral panic, right? So this is why we keep in mind we have to be extremely balanced. And I was like, that's fine. I'm able to do that. I can keep a balanced view, because we have had journalists in this country, and I'm assuming you probably have in America as well, who have shared an opinion and have gotten fired and have faced mass scrutiny for literally saying something innocent like, I don't agree that we should be unaliving, children, like with, bombs, nukes, whatever. Like, and we've literally, I'm not even kidding, had journalists fired for saying that. Now, it irritates the crap out of me because I'm constantly on a balance beam with my reporting. So when I was actually the first therapist I went to during this time, openly said to me that, well, unfortunately, a lot of people in Palestine are extremely anti-Semitic. They have like initiated a lot of what's happening now. And I thought it was crazy to me, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, first of all, know your place. My PhD is in this. Yours is in people's brains. Mine's in this field. And she knew that, right? So I'm like, know your place, lady. That's an opinion, an incorrect opinion. But also, why isn't she restricted from sharing a political opinion as a healthcare professional?
I wonder if it's because it's all confidential.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, I never went back, because I remember I was literally in there. I was like so upset by some of the video footage I'd been seeing, right? And having sent to me from journalists, and even just like not even journalists, just random people who were getting footage through to us in Palestine. I was just seeing some really, really awful things. And while I was talking to her, she felt it was appropriate to be like, oh, well, we should probably put the blame where it belongs. And I'm like,
Ugh.
oh,
Ugh.
ah, right. So I just went, yeah, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go back to see her again.
Yeah, I don't want any of my money going to anyone's hands like that either. Absolutely not.
Yeah, crazy. I could not agree more. But surely there'd have to be somebody like, who can either help you out, who's either not going to give an opinion in general, or is probably going to, I don't know, maybe lean a little bit more your way of belief and everything. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know, what do you call it, American like social dynamics that well to be able to arrogantly say that. So I'm very sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear about that.
It's all good. It's all good. I just cry into a pillow now. It's better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I find like if I just keep smashing my head against the wall over and over till I feel nothing, that really helps too.
Yeah.
How have your debates been today?
It's a weird way. Like, do you say good if they're insane people, or do you say bad? I don't know. But they're mostly insane.
Yeah. Yeah, good for business, I guess. Bad for the rest of us who have to share the planet with them.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'll let you go. I just wanted to jump on and share an experience with you so you weren't feeling so alone.
Anytime.
But
Yeah. Thank you. We miss
yeah,
you. Thanks for coming up.
miss you guys too. I've been working, so I've missed I'm so upset because every time I get the notification you're live, I'm at work and I'm like, no, I'd love to just be able to go hide in the work bathroom and just sit and listen to these debates, but I've actually got to work. It's not
I feel
fair.
you. That's all right.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be listening.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
You can pour any therapist to try to push their beliefs on you. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. If my therapist told me to pray, I would have a conniption fit. I would shit a kitten. I would go insane. What do I think of his Trump 60 Minutes? I saw clips. I haven't watched it all. I want to watch that Ben Stiller movie that someone brought up last night. I feel like that's a better use of my 60 minutes. Instead of Trump trying to duck, dodge, and weave past pedophilia allegations. So I asked her to report me if I had an abortion. She said yes. Oh my god. Yeah, the 5Ds. If I had a dream last night, it was in Lord of the Rings. I didn't make it. We watched Lord of the Rings last night. Or I did. And I didn't make it either. One battle after another. That's what I gotta watch. That's what I want to watch. I want to watch that. Yeah. I had insane dreams last night. I take stuff to help me fall asleep now, and I have the most insane dreams. Like I had a motorcycle, I had a slew of motorcycles, and none of them really worked that well. And I don't know. And then my dad died and left me $2.2 million in an inheritance, which is not mathin' because my dad does not have $2.2. All right. I am feeling like Forrest Gump over here after about 14 of them Dr. Peppers. I take trazodone and I get crazy dreams. I might try trazodone again. No, I just take Unison over the counter. Pretty sure I got left behind in the mines of Moria. Ooh. I give my dog Traz. Yeah, I've heard of that. I once was prescribed to it, and I remember waking up the next morning and pulling out of the parking garage and bumping into a whole ass pole, and I stopped taking it since. Silk Rosewood for sleep. I would love if I might find like a teledoc that gives me some real stuff. Because I took 4 Unisom last night. And I slept 15 hours-ish. It can cause perpetual broners when they have to drain it with a needle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How am I yawning? I don't know. I'll be right back. Hold on. Here we are. Here we are. Remember back in 2000s, celebrities would blame everything bad they did on Ambien. Dude, I had a friend take too much Ambien and in a sleepy trance pulled a machete on his parents. Didn't do anything. But that's enough for me to not want to do it. Guys, do we call it? Do we call it? I barfed on my mom in a plane in New Zealand when I took Ambien. I'll keep that in my excuse banks. Yeah. Hmm. Is there something else I could do on here? I could play. You know what'd be fun is if I would love to stream Final Fantasy VII Remake all the way through. I wish I could just stream that and play that for you guys so you can just understand why it's my favorite game. Because it should be your favorite game ever made. Ashwagandha is good. It's the best game. I've only played the first part, so I can only watch that. I would definitely play Zelda. Ooh, if I played like emulator Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. Oh my god. What are you talking about? We finished Resident Evil. I mean, I don't game, but I'd watch. Ugh. I would love y'all forever if you watch Final Fantasy VII. I feed PB&Js to VCR and Ambien. Expedition 33, Final Fantasy VI is better, has a better story, but it just doesn't have the magic. It doesn't have the magic that 7 does. Is 7 where Eyes on Me came from? I don't think so. The Last of Us? Final Fantasy, like, there were moments where your face just melts off. And, like, you don't know whether to cry or feel tough about it. Pitfall, dang, dude. I played Pitfall on Windows 95. Was it 8? 8 was great too. Final Fantasy. God damn it, chat. Type a 1 in chat if you would do a gaming stream tonight with me. Ooh. My answer is contingent upon completion. If we do this, we're pumping out fucking like 8 hours. Because I can finish the remake, I think in 8. Only Chips challenge. I'm currently playing Star Wars Shadow of the Empire on Nintendo 64. Ooh. I didn't even know Star Wars had a 64 game. We got a handful of ones. Gaming stream. Okay. Let's do this together. I'm going to create a source and we're going to window capture. We're going to open Steam and we're going to toss up some ideas. And this has got to be things that I already own. That is a lot of ones. And I've got tacos on the way. Boom, boom, boom. All right. It's going to be awkward. Whatever. Keep it right here. We got Elden Ring, which is just an insane feat. It's one of the best games ever made, ever, and probably will be for a long time. We've got Fallout, Lies of P. I'll move this to the side so you can actually see. I don't have that many games. Believe it or not, this is not a big game library compared to most people with Steam. Where the heck are all the Final Fantasies? So here's 7. This is the old 7. Good night, Boston. They are making an Elden Ring movie. It's A64 or A24, which is Apple. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be flawless. It's going to be great. Nice, Claire. Didn't you ask about a certain one and people said yes? I think so. Was it Final Fantasy VII Remake? Would you guys want to watch me play that? I would have to skip all of the, like, accoutrement that you would do in a regular playthrough. 7 Remake? Yeah, Final Fantasy. Okay, we'll play Remake 7. I'm gonna restart the stream. We'll change the topic, and if you guys want to partake, rejoin and tap the screen. I will see you guys in a little bit. I love y'all.